All right, looks like we are live. So, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Let's Chat Live episode 145. So, live right now, and sat here behind me, just moving about. Wednesday because we're a bit scared of the fireworks outside. So, yeah, I don't want to scare them and anything like that. So, keep them in here because the noise is a bit drowned out. So, yeah, we're in here. Hopefully, we won't get scared by the loud noises. So, let's see my voice chat waiting for me. Hope you all had a nice week as well and a great weekend. And now we're live. So waiting for me is Aussie, Blaze, and Shadow. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hey,
Hello there.
You-
Hey there.
you guys are a bit quiet for some reason, which is very. I hope it is.
Is it working?
Okay, hopefully I can
Load up the stream now,
I
just so I can see what's going on.
mean, I can hear you, Aussie, so that's good. I can hear Andrew. Whoever's doing that, thank you.
That's for me.
Well,
That's for me.
well,
I use that sound effect.
well, thank you.
Turning on the stream now.
Thank you.
Oops.
And I see Alexander got some good timing.
Yes,
Got a new lamp as well, so yeah. Pretty much you'll be able to see what I've got today, but hopefully.
And yes, I am playing a game. I am playing GTA 5 again.
Ah, you know, on what console?
PS4.
Yeah, the best version.
Indeed.
We've got 5 people watching, but no one's in the comments yet. Strange. I guess that means being the first commenter, you do that. Shadow and all, you can see.
Okay, then way ahead of you. Let me beat you. No! I was going to beat him, and I still hung.
Whoops.
Oh, well, it is what it is. You know what I meant.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Honestly, it's kind of becoming a race right now. Wait. Like, who's going to come in first?
Yeah.
Well, at least that. Well, that's
all our reverse prime.
Comment. Well, that specific what I meant.
Well, at least you said hello there. That's the main thing, of course. She didn't say anything, is it? Susie's also down there. Guys, she's a bit scared of fireworks because for some reason we're doing fireworks tonight for some reason, which I don't get because tomorrow's November 5th, so we should be doing it then instead. Or at least midnight tonight when the clock strikes 12 and it's November 5th.
Yeah, it's a little bit early for fireworks now.
Bit too early.
Is there a holiday going on?
Not anymore because the half term for me ended last week. So I was back at work this week. I mean,
when it comes to our university, we don't have any holidays until the 13th of December. That's when our holidays start.
But you're still at college, are you, Alexander? University, that is.
Yes. Yeah. And also, we're gonna be our curriculum, basically our schedule. We're gonna be studying summer. Can you imagine that? All summer we're gonna be studying.
Jeez. So you won't get any rest. That's unfortunate.
Well, 1 week of rest I'll get during the summer.
But 1 week? That's goodness me.
Yeah.
Just one week.
I feel sorry for you.
Well, I appreciate it. But anyways, I also wanted to mention that. Now I've forgotten. Okay, we'll circle back. He'll come back.
Try and jog your memory. Go back to.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now. On 12th of November, so
Ozzy's birthday.
Yep. Ozzy's birthday. Oh wow.
Yes, his birthday.
I didn't even know about that, Ozzy. Okay, I'll wish you a happy birthday. No, what I was going to say, it's the 6th. It's gonna be the 1 second. It'd be the 6-year anniversary of my YouTube channel since it started.
Nice.
How your anniversary for your channel happens to be Ozzy's birthday.
Yeah.
Also, today I'll be posting a video on why Open Season 1 didn't need sequels. That'll be a massive rant video.
I mean, guys, even need to exist in the first place.
Good, wasn't even good enough to even be a franchise, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wasn't even a fan of the first one. Yeah, the first one was trash.
When I look back at it, I'm thinking, why did I used to like this fish?
To be honest, for me, open season is a very nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Thing because,
Well, good for you,
yeah,
Alexander. I'm glad you find some enjoyment of it, but for me personally, especially with a third movie, I just don't like the franchise to begin with.
I mean, to be completely honest, the true start to Sony Pictures Animation is Surf's Up.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that is their first movie, which is also sad because I think the sequel to Surf's Up is the worst animated film I've ever had the misfortune of seeing in my life.
I mean, for me, that's the worst movie from Sony Pictures Animation, and also the worst animated sequel I've ever seen in my life, too.
Yeah, screw it all away. It's absolute trash.
1 second, I'll be back.
No.
Give me a few minutes.
Take your time, no.
And I still to this day have not seen Surf's Up 2.
Well, you probably keeping about way shot for your own sake, because if he's going to everything that you'd like about the first film. I mean, do you like the first film, Shadow?
Yeah, I do.
Well, all I can say is if you see the sequel, it'll destroy what you like about the first film.
Well, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen the first movie. I might as well start off by saying that the Surf's Up 2 is not a movie. It's literally just an advert for
wrestling.
WWE.
Yeah, wrestling in a surfing film, that's just so dumb. They don't mix.
Especially what they did to Cody in the movie.
Yeah, they ruined him. And I can't believe, that's the first time in a film where I've wished they did play Shia LaBeouf in a role, because that's my favorite role of his, Cody.
Yeah, well, he went from learning portion isn't everything to wanting to do the opposite of that.
Exactly.
He learned that very well from his idol, Big Z. Wait a minute. Where is Big Z? Wait, who? Wait, who now? Wait, Big Z. Where is he? Apparently, this whole time it's John Cena and his League of Super Friends.
The famous five are called, aren't they? There's five of them, isn't there? Voiced by real life wrestlers, wasting my time on this. And must I also mention as well that that's the first time in a film where I wish they didn't replace Shia, because obviously, as you guys will know, my least favorite roles are people like Sam in Transformers and Mutt in Indiana Jones 4. So yeah, but this was a role where I wish we didn't replace him, because I think Cody's a very likable character. Lily, what are you doing, sweetie? She's a bit scared of fireworks, guys. So yeah, here she is.
Hey, Lily.
Yeah, precious. All right, Will. Yeah, she's a bit scared. No, you didn't miss anything at all, Donnie. You've come at a good time. The stream started 8 minutes ago, so yeah, we're just getting started, aren't we? Pretty much. So, and what's also sad, of course, is next Sunday it'll unfortunately not just be your birthday, but it's also Saturday anniversary of Stan Lee's death, isn't it? Sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which really breaks my heart, and of course on the Saturday it's unfortunately be a year since we found out Kevin Conroy died. Because sadly we lost him the day before on the 10th due to his cancer, and then it was then in the news the following day, which was very sad. Screw cancer all the way.
Yep.
And got some pretty cool stuff today, though, guys. Which guys behind out on a cancer sucks.
Screw it.
I mean, I lost my grandma to cancer. It's nasty. I wish it could disappear.
I wish there was a cure to it.
If only there was one. I mean, if you play Saints Row 4, there's actually an option to cure cancer at the start of a game, and I picked that. Because at the start of a game, you play as a president of the United States, and you have a choice to make, either do something else or cure cancer. And I picked to cure cancer because, is there really any choice in that? Cancer's got to go. And if you guys wondering what I've been playing game-wise, I managed to platinum like Harry Potter years 1 to 4, and it was definitely a lot of fun. And I'm playing 5 to 7 now, and I'm up to Death House Part 2. I've already done on the first level in Gringotts, and I've got to go to Hogwarts. So yeah, that's going to be fun, and because 5 to 7, I have lots of happy memories of playing when I was a kid, and it's been fun to relive those memories. And on PS3, I also started the PS3 exclusive first Infamous game, and so far it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed playing it. And it's definitely a much better game than today's games. Like, it's just amazing how so many old better than today's things, isn't it? Amazing in a appalling way, I must say, because it should be the other way around. Things should be getting better and better, but no, they're not.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, really crazy. It's insane. And that being said as well, I'm also pleased to reveal to you guys that this week and yesterday evening actually, I managed to complete watching the main films, that is, of the Conjuring franchise.
Awesome. Nice.
It's definitely a great horror franchise, I must say. A lot of fun checking it out horror season, and you guys also probably going to be asking me, what will the next horror franchise be that I'll be checking out the films for? Well, I'll let you guys guess by saying the first quote of this film on its IMDb page. So let me just open it up. Right, where is it now? Wazzy, that's cool. Phil Martin, Infamous 1, that's cool. Right, what's going on now? Lily, he stopped scratching my door. If you go outside my room, you're going to get scared by the loud noises, so I suggest you stay there, sweetie. Because in my room, the noise is drowned out, so you won't hear the fireworks much. Okay, so this is a line from the trailer for this film, guys, and which of course is, they never found the body. What if he decides to come back here?
I know what it is.
So that being said, guys, I'm happy to say that the next films we're watching will be the 2 films so far of Terrifier. Which I've heard great things about.
Yeah, those 2 movies are just phenomenal.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Don't be scared. Okay.
And the Art the Clown is one of the greatest horror villains of all time.
Well, I've heard great things about Art. Of all time, from what I've heard.
I can confirm that.
How exciting! And I'm sure that watch it, I'll probably get hyped for his third film that's in development. Lily, you can't leave.
Yeah, like I was saying, Terrifier 2 is my favorite horror movie of 2022.
Awesome. Well, make sure to check it out, of course, when the time comes. Obviously, tomorrow, though, I'll be rewatching Dive With Me Kid Dog Days for its review. So that's something I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll probably watch it maybe Monday or on Tuesday with Terrifier films. So that'll be fun. And,
it will.
Yeah, because there's other films I just plan to watch, of course. Old ones. One of which, of course, Sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I heard good things about that, and I mainly want to watch it as part of pay my respects to Bill Paxton as well.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Blaze. Hopefully the connection won't be a problem for you, will it, like it has been for the past few minutes or so.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah. I was just telling people, Blaze, how good Infamous 1 is and how it's better than today's games, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And that's also a PS2 game ported to PS3.
Well, it feels like it based on the graphics, but it was released exclusively to PS3, weren't it? Lily, you can't leave the room! Listen! Goodness me. You drive me insane. Goodness me.
Yeah, when it it comes to Terrifier movies, I do recommend that you do not eat anything when you watch them.
Sure thing, I'll not eat a thing because I heard they're very gory and grotesque.
Yeah, there's a lot of things scenes.
I mean, usually when I watch films, I tend to watch them after I've had my meals, in the day, like dinner and all that. I watch them after I've eaten, so I make sure anything like snack-wise, watching them before it,
Yeah, good idea.
And thankfully, of course, there's a toilet down my corridor, so if I feel sick, I can just run to it, can't I? If needed. Hopefully, I'll be fine, because I've been able to get through gore before in my life, in both, horror films and games, so I should be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, and even I got through both movies without puking once.
Well done. I'm sure I will too. And did you eat nothing when you watched them?
Oh, I actually did eat dinner while I was watching Terrifier 2.
But you didn't throw up, so that must mean that, if you can handle eating, so can I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me when you texted me that you were eating pizza while watching The Whale. Oh, yeah.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I had today when I was shopping in Manchester, guys. Because at the food court at shopping mall that I go to, they have like a Pizza Hut Express there, and I get that, which is really nice. It's small, like than a restaurant-sized pizza meal, but it's filling to make up for it. And I do get plenty of side as well to make up for, it being a smaller pizza than the size that you get in a restaurant. So, and another thing as well, of course, so I'll be watching both of films this coming week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Dog Days for the third Ant Kid movie. And to me, it's the end of the movies as far as I'm concerned.
Yep, perfect closure right there.
I mean, because let's face it, right, of course, in the books, right, the characters don't age, do they? They have like a fleeting timeline where the characters don't age, do they? Like The Simpsons and Family Guy, right?
Pretty much.
But with the films, of course, it was inevitable that the actors would get older and older, right? So they're not going to be able to have these eternally young forever. So I think it would make sense to give a happy ending in film eventually. And I think, in my opinion, and plus you can tell everyone to tell lots of story because the third film is literally 2 books combined together for some reason. The third and fourth book put together in one film for some reason.
Yeah, well.
Yep. So they probably wanted original cast, and that's what we should have done. Really, they should have ended it there. But of course, what was it? 5 years later, weren't it? We got one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life.
And now I can safely say that is the worst book to movie adaptation I have ever seen in my life.
Gosh, I called the wrong call.
That is one of the most inaccurate movie adaptations I've ever seen.
I mean, I've not read the book.
That is the most.
Yeah, but I've heard it's very unfaithful.
Especially with continuity. Like Mima, she's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, I heard she's dead, but isn't she like? But I think if I remember correctly from when I first saw it, she's an old lady, isn't she? Still alive in this film reason.
Yeah, she literally died in the book before.
And also, Ozzy, if you want to, you can actually, comment on the trash talk I'll be doing, talking about these unfaithful things the film does compared to a book, like what doesn't happen in the book.
Yep, I can just say faithful and unfaithful, and
go ahead.
Trust me, there's literally nothing faithful about it.
Go ahead and yeah, you do that, and I'll pin it too so everyone can see it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I will say, it was fun getting to rewatch Roderick Rules. That's my favourite Wimpy Kid movie of all time to this day. I love Roderick Rules.
I'm here.
Yeah, for 1 out of 10 from me. One of my favourite book adaptations of all time. And Dog Days has a special place in my heart because it is actually the first and only now Wimpy Kid film I saw at cinema.
Oh, I've seen all 3 of them.
For the cinema, you're well lucky you. I did. I mean, Ozzy, did you see the Wrong Hall at cinema too? Thank God for that. Me neither. I saw it.
I think I wait for it to stream.
Yes,
I think
we'll shot that we lost Ken Lally. Rest in peace to him. And so, yeah, Dog Days a lot of fun to watch at cinema because actually made me a Wimpy Kid fan, really, and that made me interested to watch Dog Days at the cinema. And I should probably try and find my one day, hopefully, but it's going to be hard because this is full of stuff, really. It's off of all the time, so you can keep supporting him, can't you, Ozzy?
Yep. I don't read the spinoff, the Raleigh Jefferson series, which was kind of random, but I'm still going to read it, though.
Well, dude, means, I mean, Riley's a great cameo appearance in it. Not a main character.
That's one of my bad qualities of the book.
Yeah, the book's good, boy, in my opinion, but the film is trash.
And plus,
Dog Days, of course, Greg's voice brought, didn't he? And he was getting older. Well, in this film, he's a little kid again for some reason. Talk about continuity here, and Rowley, of course, looks like he just come out of kindergarten.
Well, the answer to that is very simple. Time travel.
That's probably the only answer I can think of. But that's probably the only feasible answer I can think of in this situation. Yeah. So I'll be checking out the Terrifier films next week, and there's also an animated film I want to watch, which is Superman Brainiac Attacks, which is a continuation of Superman's animated series from the DC animated universe. I'm watching that as well, and I also want to check out the new Mortal Kombat Age match as well, animated. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. I mainly want to watch due to my love we got for his final film apparently because he's in it in a voice role. Yeah, Gilbert's an absolute legend. Another example of someone who we lost too soon.
Yeah, so I can't believe he's dead.
It's hard to believe, really. And I also noticed as well, when I looked at Amazon, that Invincible Series 2 started airing. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to give it a watch. Maybe tomorrow or something in the evening. I don't know. But these days, I spend time with television, really. Because sometimes I get pretty exhausted from watching lots of TV. So I take it easy these days, really, what I watch. Because sometimes too much can be a bit, too exhausting for me, really. And it gets me a bit tired,
Yeah, unfortunately nowadays, I really don't have time to watch new TV shows, unfortunately, nowadays.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing because a lot of new TV is trash, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but I meant shows I want to get into that are old.
Well, just say you want to watch old TV shows then, yeah, because that's what I like to do.
Yeah, I'm currently watching Star Trek Next Generation, for example, and I'm still really enjoying it.
Well, I don't know that for a single second because I heard good things about that show. And, yeah, might probably check out myself too when I have time to, but obviously for next week, I'll be definitely really keen on checking out Invincible Series 2 because that's one of those few TV shows which is new that I'm actually liking and I'm wanting more of, really.
Wait, what? Season 2 is coming out next week?
Well, it started airing, yes, I think a couple of days ago, Shadow, on the 3rd.
Holy crap.
I mean, I was surprised. Trust me, I was as surprised as you are, so, because that's one of the few shows which is new that I'm actually looking forward to, really, and not just because of my love for first season, but also because my favourite voice actor in it for that as well.
Yeah, I might actually, start tomorrow. I should start the first episode tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see if I can watch it tomorrow evening if I have time to, really. And the main reason why I get tired easily watch is mainly because of work, really, because I work a full-time job now. So, yeah, it's tiresome. Of course, you had a hard day's work and you're so sleepy in the evenings,
Yeah, it happened to me when I started my new job this week.
Like, if I get tired, guys, I should just give in and just go to sleep, shouldn't I? Rather than stay awake, because I need to sleep for work, don't I?
Yeah, because literally when I got back from my first day of work, I literally just took a nap.
That's possibly the right thing to do, like a power nap, if you will. I sometimes have those when I feel like it. But it's really normal when I'm trying to play a game and I start feeling sleepy because I want to finish a level, and I'm like, come on, please don't pass out. I want to finish this level. Nearly done. Like a Lego level, for example. Yeah. And after platinum Harry Potter Years 5 to 7's collection, I'll be starting with Lego Ninjago movie video game.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to play it, you know, because it's one of those games I've never played before in Lego, and you know, also due to my love for the show and the movie the game's based on, and yeah, I'll probably like it. We'll see, but I've heard some negative things about it, some nitpicks for. Like, I found out from Wicked Eagle that apparently the levels are like older in the open world for some reason, but not like, you know, levels, you know, where the camera angle is not 360 degrees and all that. It's just a fixed angle. It's all open world for some reason.
Yeah, that's like my nitpicks of the game.
I mean, are the levels replayable, guys?
Yeah, but in a weird way.
I mean, can you still get collectibles when you replay them? You have to get in the open world.
No, you can still get them. You can still get collectibles.
Is it possible to find these same collectibles in the open world, because you know these levels are in the open world too?
Don't think so.
Okay, so
don't know.
Well, at least you can still replay the levels. If they made it not possible to replay them, I'd go mad. Because how am I going to get those collectibles? Like, imagine if you only had one chance to play the levels and you could never do it again. Imagine that. I'd go mad if that happened in a Lego game.
Like imagine if that was the case with the Prologue for Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, because you can't replay that, can you? Unless you start a new game, can you?
No, you can't.
I mean, thankfully, there's no collectibles in that Prologue, thankfully. It just teaches out how to use your abilities, doesn't it?
I mean, the only thing you can collect is swords.
Yeah, just swords and that's it, nothing else. It just you know how to use your abilities, really, of the three main characters, and that's it. And how to use, you know, Batmobile vehicles and all that. And the gateway. Right, come on, you. Get back on my bed. Come on. Don't want you down there, okay? Because you get scared.
I'm guessing if that was the case, then I guess that's punishing the player, I guess.
For what, though? What do we do? What do we do to the punishment?
I don't know. Some games like punishing players if they miss something.
I mean, if people like trying to hack the game, then fair enough. Of course, you can you know, punish them for that. But like, say if you're just trying to have fun and all that, like it's a good gamer should do, then there's no reason why we should get punished.
I mean, it's kind of like the Oddworld games, Munch's Odyssey, because there's two endings in that game: good ending and the bad ending.
It's like yeah, it's like other games too, you know, because your actions can lead to a different ending, really, you know, out of a choice, really.
Yeah, Blaze might know what I'm talking about because he's heard of this franchise before. And all I will say is the bad ending is one of the darkest bad endings I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah. There's even a couple levels where you can do purely by choice. Like for example, of course, the ending of GTA 5. There's 3 endings you can pick.
I always pick option C.
Same.
Me too.
I mean, I'm not going to spoil what happens if any of you guys have not played it, but option B, in my opinion, is really depressing. That's what I'll say. But option C is the trend. I mean, it is also confirmed to be canon thanks to GTA Online mentioning future missions taking place after the main story, apparently. But I personally no longer care for GTA Online anyway.
Even the voice actor, Michael Stephen Trevor preferred the. I mean, Michael's. What did I say, Steve? I meant Franklin. I don't know where Steve came out of.
Probably who plays Trevor.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. But yeah, the voice actors for Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, they prefer option C. I
mean, yeah, I can see why. And yeah, Michael is played by Ned Luke, to answer your question, Ozzy, and Franklin's played by Sean Fonteno. And you know what's amazing?
Yeah.
You know what's amazing, Ozzy, is that you know how Franklin is pretty young in the game, right? Sean's in his 50s.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Indeed, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's very talented at being youthful in the game.
Honestly, really cool when a voice actor can still sound youthful.
Yeah. One example of that for me is probably Josh Keaton. You know, he's in his 40s now, and in my opinion, he's still got it as Spider-Man.
For me, I'd say James Arnold Taylor.
Well, I mean, his natural voice, you know, when hearing interviews, is definitely very youthful. So yeah, he's still going strong.
Yeah, and I guess another example would be like Greg Sipes, maybe.
Yeah, definitely Beast Boy. He could definitely sound really youthful as Beast Boy.
Yeah.
And so you just sound for unboxing. So as you guys would have seen if you're in my server today, when I got back from Manchester, I unboxed my figure of Adam West's Batman wearing swim trunks. The old chum himself. Yeah, Adam West is an absolute legend.
Wait, those are swim trunks?
Yeah, he's wearing swim trunks. Yeah, I think it's one of the episodes where he wears them, I think, yeah.
I thought they were boxers.
I mean, if it looks like a box, I can see what you mean, but yeah, according to a box the figure came in, with swim trunks, swimming shorts, really. But yeah, Adam West is an absolute legend, and I think without his portrayal of Batman in the '60s show and the film, I think Batman would not have been as popular as he was without Adam West's show, really. I think Adam West definitely made the character a lot more popular, didn't he? Absolute legend.
Rest in peace to him.
What a legend. And then in terms of what I got this week, guys, film-wise, well, actually game-wise first, I got some PS3 games this week. And the first one that I got is actually, of course, it's to PS3 and I think to Vita as well. And it's actually a crossover event between PlayStation characters.
So, I know, it's PlayStation All-Stars.
Yeah, specifically PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. And as you can see on this poster, guys, there's lots of PlayStation's characters here. So on the top here is Nathan Drake. To my right is my favorite PlayStation character of all time, Kratos. And there's Cole from Infamous. I think there's Sly Cooper from the Sly Cooper franchise. There's Sackboy from Little Big Planet. I have no idea who that lady is there. I thought, Ozzy, do you know who that lady is with blonde hair? Do you know who that is?
I think she's just called Fat Princess or Fat Fairy.
What's she from?
Not sure. Oh yeah, it's Fat Princess.
From what, Blaze?
Yeah, it's called Fat Princess.
Okay. And there's also as well a character on under Cold Blaze. Is that from BioShock?
Wait, who?
So who's near Cole? Is that from BioShock? Like, who is it supposed to be, Blaze? It looks like some BioShock or something.
It's kind of blurry, so I can't really tell, but I think, yeah, it is BioShock. Here, I could just search a photo online.
And I think on here, near Kratos, I think it's Ratchet and Clank. And here, even more. So here's a Hellgast soldier from Killzone. And Blaze,
yeah, that's BioShock.
Oh, I thought so. And Blaze, who's the character that's under the Hellgast soldier on the poster? Is that someone from Tekken from the look of it? Because it looks like a Tekken character for some reason.
Oh, Heihachi.
Yeah, is that him from Tekken? Is that who it is, Blaze?
Yeah,
on the back, yeah. And then I have no idea who these characters are there next to this character. I have no idea who these are. I'm sure if I want to play it, though.
I see Parappa the Rapper. He's the dog rapper.
He's like one of them, yeah, that's cool. Who's the character we saw that's near this Tekken character?
Okay, I probably don't know.
I have no idea. I'll find out when I play the game anyway. Then, guys, I got another fighting game on PS3, which Blaze has recommended to me, haven't you, Blaze? And Blaze knows what I'm talking about. This is a game which is made by the company Namco.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Do you guys want to guess what game it is in this fighting game franchise? And if you don't know, then Blaze can tell you because he knows, don't you, Blaze?
Is it Soul Calibur?
No. We just mentioned the franchise as a characters from one about PS3.
Hold up, let me think. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this game company, so I'm already out.
That's fine, Shadow.
I'm gonna give it a try. How about Tekken? Is Tekken 6?
I got Tekken 6 when I first got on PS3.
Tekken 5?
No, it's not 5, unfortunately. I think that's on PS2, isn't it?
Tekken Hybrid?
No.
Tekken Revolution?
No.
I'm literally just reading off the Wikia page.
Well, keep reading because you might get it.
All right.
And it's in the PS3 era too, so that might help you as well.
Tekken Dark Resurrection.
No.
Tekken 7.
No, I got on PS4.
Wait, why am I thinking about that one? Tekken Tag Team Tournament?
Yeah, Tournament 2 it is. I thought I was at it again for some reason. After that, guys, I then got an action game, which is actually created by the same company who made GTA. Hi, Liv. Nice to see you here. So this game is made by Rockstar, guys, and Blaze recommended this because I asked him, are these games any good? And he said, yeah, they're great. So I got the third game of this franchise by Rockstar. So I don't want to guess what it is.
Yeah, let's do this again.
Your fireworks are kicking off out there, really loud, very annoying.
Midnight Club Los Angeles.
No, this actually made it. I think around the same time we're making GTA 5. I think.
Oh, so it's a much later game then.
Well, it's in the 2010s decade, I think. Yeah.
There's LA Noire Agent Max Payne. I think
that's
what it's called.
Max Payne 3 it is. Yeah, Blaze recommended this to me, and apparently this game helped popularize the whole slow motion shooting thing or something.
Bullet Time, I'm guessing that's what it's called.
Well, that's what it's called from the Matrix, yeah. I think lots of games use that, don't they? And this was one of them which popularized it. And then, guys, I haven't got a game set in Middle Earth. And no, guys, it's definitely not Gollum. Absolutely not.
Is it Shadow of Mordor?
No, I've only got Shadow of Mordor on PS4. And its sequel on PS4.
Are these still PS3 games?
This is a PS3 game, yeah. It's a
Lego Lord of the Rings?
No, I've already got that. This is like, photorealistic, not Lego.
Okay, let me check Lord of the Rings games on PS3.
And it's where you can choose to play as either a man, dwarf, or elf.
Okay, I'm looking at PS3 Lord of the Rings games.
And it takes place at the same time as the events of the Lord of Trilogy as well, guys. So it's like a new story taking place at the same time.
Is it Guardians of Middle Earth?
No.
That sounded like it. Something that would have been like it.
And it, of course, also features a new villain as well, guys, called Agendour, who is voiced by Fred Tatasciore.
War in the North?
That's right. The Lord of the Rings. Played this game when I was a kid, guys, and I thought. And then, guys, I got a PS4 remaster for video game. And this game, of course, got popular due to a sequel coming out, which I has played. But apparently the sequel was really bad. But I was recommended to play the first game remastered. So if you guys have been playing recently, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Somebody who also made Quantum Break as well, guys. Well, yeah, guys, do you guys know what Az has been playing recently and he's ranted about? It's a game about an author and the initials are AW.
Let me go on his channel then.
Yeah, check out his gaming channel because he puts his streams on there when he's finished streaming.
Okay, guys, I gotta head up now.
No worries, Alexander. Thanks for being here.
No problem, no problem. Maybe like if you're still here afterwards, I might again.
We probably will be. We probably will be.
Yes, and I'm gonna watch the new, as well. I'm gonna watch the new, what is it? Poirot Haunting in Venice or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna check that
Well,
out. Yeah.
well, I hope you enjoy that.
Thank you. Well, you guys have a great day.
You too, Alexander. You take care. Thank you for being on.
Thank you.
Take care.
Alan Wake.
Yeah, that's why, guys. It's a remaster of Alan Wake. And no, guys, I am not playing the sequel. I'm going to stick to this first game. Because from Ad's gameplay, it made me avoid the sequel. But the first game apparently is really good. So it looks like a game which got The Last of Us treatment where it got an awful sequel. Where the first game's good, but apparently the second game's terrible. So yeah, ouch. And next up then, guys, I got these. And one of them is for a film from the 80s. And it's basically like a supernatural film from the 80s. From 1985 it is, yeah. I guess what it is.
Oh, supernatural movie from the 80s.
1985 it came out as well.
Who's the director?
I don't know all who plays the main character.
Who's the actor?
Michael J. Fox.
Oh, Teen Wolf.
Yeah, the original Teen Wolf movie, yeah. And no, guys, I am not buying I haven't misfortunes in my life. But yeah, this film was great, but I love Teen Wolf 1. To me, it's the only movie there is.
I've never seen that. Good thing I've never seen the sequel.
And also, screw Pixar for plagiarizing that movie.
Yeah, because we did that in Turning Off, didn't they?
They did.
And then finally, guys, I then got a 4K steelbook for a superhero movie. And this is also, as well, one of the darkest films I've ever seen in my life as well. And I got it as a steelbook.
Is it Batman Returns?
It is, as a steelbook. And this actually comes with, like, you know, some collector's edition things, guys. Like, for example, books on how the film was made, and also some cards as well. And there's the steelbook itself. Very nice purple artwork. And on the back, there's Penguin and Catwoman on the back. And in it ironic how it's purple, but the Joker's not in this film. It's purple like his suit, but he's not in the film.
Honestly, I thought the steelbook thing would have been like blue and snow falling down.
I think would probably been better range because it's a Christmas film, of course, too.
Yeah, and that will always be my favorite movie from Tim Burton.
And then, guys, I got 2 action figures, and one of them is for a Marvel superhero as he appears in the MCU before it, of course, became the MCU we know, of course. And this character is also my favorite depiction of his character, and he's also my favorite member of the team in MCU as well. So do you know who that is? Well done, Back Dorlet. It's Iron Man as he appears in Civil War.
Oh, I got it immediately.
Yeah, you were thinking that too. Well done. Yeah, so this, of course, comes with alternate hands and also as well, Tony's head as well. And I gotta say, they did a great job, you know, with Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness in this, which was in his head sculpt, which was brilliant. See, this will go on my desk because he's my favorite Iron Man, always will be. And then, guys, I got a figure for a DC supervillain, and I'll probably guess who it is by saying a quote of his, of course, which is, here we go. This is how I'll always remember you, surrounded by winter, forever young. Do you know who that is?
Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, of course it is. Mr. Freeze, as he appears in my favourite show. And he's voiced by the legendary Michael Ansara. Rest in peace. My favourite Mr. Freeze of all time always will be Michael Ansara. You must learn that revenge is a dish best served cold.
And when it comes to Batman the Animated Series, there's some good news I have for you.
Are you going to watch it?
Check out the No Night Show.
Let's see. Is it going to be on Netflix?
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, I think we don't need to watch it on Netflix because I have it on Blu-ray. But yeah, you can watch it, Shadow, can't you?
Yep.
Nice one. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
But I might actually just end up getting on Blu-ray.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you'll have to, of course, order it from another country because obviously, sadly, no, they don't sell Blu-rays anymore, do they? For some reason, do they?
Yeah,
which is very unfortunate.
I'm just gonna stick to ordering stuff for now.
Just do that for your own sake if you want to keep ordering things physical, of course. Yeah, tell me about it. That episode is definitely really emotional, but I'm not going to say why because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, that is what I got this week. But yeah, Michael Ansara is most definitely my favorite Mr. Freeze of all time. Always will be. So, that being said, guys, what were your favorite things that I got this week?
Batman Returns and Mr. Freeze.
Very nice.
That's what I thought, man.
Cool. Ozzy.
Batman Returns and the figures.
Nice one. Blaze, what were your favorite things? You guys in the comments, of course, tell me favorite things as well, by all means. You right, Lil?
I feel like Batman Returns would have been an obvious answer for me.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great film, so I don't see why you wouldn't pick it. And I especially love how this McFarlane Toys box for Mr. Freeze has its own like artwork of animated series on it. You know, it's got the logo down there, and what's cool is as well, you can get all the figures and you can build a Condiment King with the parts, which is pretty cool. I mean, while I think Condiment King is quite a silly villain because he literally just shoots tomato and mustard, he's still, in my opinion, a good villain in my animated series.
Wow.
I mean, he's silly, isn't he? Who's a villain that shoots ketchup and mustard? Seriously.
I guess a new villain.
I suppose, yes.
I got introduced to that character from the Lego Batman movie, I think.
Yeah, I got introduced to him, I think, in the Lego games, for Lego Batman and the movie. Then I, of course, saw him in animation too.
I think I got introduced to him in the Lego games.
Yeah, that's how I got introduced to him. It's how I got introduced to lots of these characters, actually. But that in a way makes me thankful for Lego games, really. It's what I'm thankful for, really. I mean...
Oh, yeah. And as the man said that he'll join us in the after party.
Why does that surprise me?
I just don't know why he always chooses the after parties for some reason.
Well, I guess we know where his loyalties lie, don't we?
I'll ask him why he appears just now in the after party.
But yeah, so yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun getting those today. And next time I go, I'll be sure to get the other animated series figures in that line. The other ones, of course, Batman and Robin, and the other is Scarecrow. I definitely want a figure of the Scarecrow from the animated series. I mean, why should I not get a figure of that? Like, it's my favorite show. I should definitely get figures of it.
Yeah, of course.
And so tomorrow, guys, I'll definitely, see if I can watch the first episode of Invincible's second season because, yeah, that's one of those few shows I'm actually really enjoying these days. Oh, Don's here. Hey, Don.
Oh, hey, Don. Hey there. How's it going?
Good. That's nice to hear. Don, you probably won't. Did you by any chance see what I got just then, Don, or have you just come on literally, where the stream is going?
Just got on.
Okay, that's fine. So in terms of what I got this week, I got figures of Iron Man as he appears in Captain America: Civil War, maybe MCU when it was still good.
Nice.
And Mr. Freeze from the Batman animated series, my favorite Mr. Freeze of all time, right there. And I got a Steelbook collector's edition of Batman Returns as well. And on Blu-ray, Teen Wolf, original Teen Wolf movie. And I got some PlayStation games, being Alan Wake Remastered and Lord of the Rings War in the North and Max Payne 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Yeah, so I got a pretty good amount of games this week and some pretty good figures and some pretty cool movies. And also, Don, you're probably wondering as well, now that I've watched the Conjuring films, what my next horror franchise will be that I'll be watching, aren't you?
Yeah, what would it be?
Because after we watch our When Wicked Dog Days for its review tomorrow, I'll then be watching some horror films which I've heard great things about, and I'll let you guess what it is by saying a quote from one of its trailers. So, and that quote is, "They never found the body. What if he decides to come back here?"
Oh, the Terrifier.
Yeah, both of them. I'll be watching the two of them next week. And because I've heard great things about these two films, I'm very excited to check them out. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay, seriously, just give me the third movie, all right?
You sound hype, guys.
Because these movies are freaking fantastic.
It makes me believe that there is at least a horror franchise still going today, which is brand new and is actually great and not garbage, you know? It's really where you go at these days, isn't it? And I guess you could say that the Conjuring franchise has regained its solidity, because I at least enjoyed Conjuring 3 and The Nun 2. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
And I hope the next movie will be too.
I mean, that is apparently the last one, so we better go out with a bang.
Yeah, hopefully. Please. Don't bring the last rites. Like, don't make this another Star Wars.
Yeah, please don't mess it up.
Please don't. I mean, there's no way they can, because these are based on real events. They're limited to how many stories they can tell.
Exactly, they can only tell so much, can't they?
And plus, also, the Warrens are dead. That's another thing.
The real life Warrens are, yeah. One thing I thought was really touching about the first Conjuring film is how the real life Lorraine Warren has comeuppance, doesn't she? I thought that was really touching and really cool reference right there. Just brilliant. I definitely really like that. And so I'm definitely very excited to check out a Terrifier film as well.
Yeah, that's going to be non-stop fun.
Non-stop fun. How exciting.
Then this upcoming March, we have The Fall Guy coming out.
Oh yeah, is that like a new Netflix one they've announced with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely give that a watch. I heard good things about that.
Yeah, that's one film next year I can't wait for. Okay,
that's good, Blaze. Hopefully the connection will be good for you, won't it?
Yeah, me, Wedge, and Levi, we tried it out and it actually works really well now.
And also, Blaze, I was also asking earlier, what was your favourite thing that I showed just then from what I got?
Oh, Tekken.
That's cool. Baymax, I like Baymax. Why do you ask? I mean, I think Big Hero 6 is an underrated film. It's a shame that it stars an actor I hate in it, of course.
Unfortunately. But check us.
Yeah, Shadow, watch it on the streams.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, family friendly.
Well, TJ Miller.
Right, Rex, why are you spamming? You posted about the same thing 5 times. Just comment once. I'm not going to miss your comments, you know. That goes against my rules of my channel. No spamming. Amend your mistake right now, otherwise I'll boot you off this by blocking you. Right, what's going on? Like he's...
What? I don't know.
Look, he's literally just posted that same thing about 5 times, and he's not removed his comments.
Okay, you gotta block him.
What the hell's wrong with you, Rex? This is your final warning.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get. He told you you're gonna get blocked if you keep this up.
You disobeyed one of the rules of my channel, which is no spamming. Well, you know what? Forget it. You brought it on yourself, Rex. Good riddance. Why is it all this happens, guys?
I don't know.
An error, seriously, is our best excuse you can come up with. If it was an error connection, you wouldn't be able to comment. That's not how connections work. I wasn't born yesterday, and I know how errors work. So yeah, no defenses here. And I gave you several warnings too, but what did you do? Nothing.
Nope. It's before. Yeah, before Rex pretty much interrupted the conversation with the spam comments. And the films I'm excited for next year are Fall Guy, Terrifier 3, Quiet Place Day 1, and Ballerina.
Bring me those all day, every day. Bring me those films all day, every day, eh?
And for those asking, but what about Dune Part 2 next year? I lost interest. That film died the minute they delayed it. So I'm no thanks.
Yeah, please don't ask Don about it, guys, because he's not watching it, okay? And one particular film that I'm also keen on watching is also Megalopolis, because it's by the legendary director, Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that one out as well.
Yeah,
I'll give it a watch.
Yep, he's assembled a really stellar cast, in my opinion, and I'm definitely excited to see what he has on offer. It's also a sci-fi film as well, guys, and I love sci-fi, so yeah, I think it might be a much better sci-fi film than today's Star Wars.
And anything but that. And I'm also sure that Rebel Moon will also be better than today's Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know that for a single second. I'm definitely excited to watch it when it drops onto Netflix. Yeah, thank you, Adult, for respecting Don's choice of not wanting to watch Dune 2. In all honesty, I can't say blame Don for backing out of it because they delayed it for no reason whatsoever. Even I'm angry about it myself.
Yeah, they didn't have any excuse either because,
no excuses whatsoever. Like, because, I mean, for crying out loud, the film is completed. It's all been done filming and all that. They even dropped trailers for it as well in the cinema when I went to the cinema last year, and earlier this year to watch films and all that. But for some reason, they delayed it, and I don't even know why. And also, guys, I sense favoritism Warner Brothers because they delayed one Timothée Chalamet film, but not another one, which is Wonka. That's still coming out towards the end of this year.
I want to do some explaining there, WB.
Yeah, and explain themselves.
Last I checked, people were more excited for Dune Part 2 than Wonka.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I was excited for that film, they just had to delay it. So yeah, I sense favoritism.
I honestly think it's also more disrespectful to the actors' strike than literally just letting it release.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful. And also as well, but speaking of films that did come out though, on Halloween this week, guys, I managed to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I must say that I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the movie was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was, and I love how. So my thoughts on it is, I'm not going to spoil it. I love how it had lots of references to the games, and it was very faithful to them. And I especially love how the animatronics looked identical to how they appeared in the games too. That I thought was brilliant. And the cast before was great as well. I thought Josh Hutcherson was great as the main character, Mike Schmidt, but my favourite part of the film, though, guys, was undoubtedly Matthew Lillard. I'll say that.
Oh yeah,
because his character was amazing in my opinion, really was, and what a brilliant part he played. I'm not going to say it because of spoilers, but if you guys want. Yeah. If you guys want to watch it, of course, it's in cinemas right now. And if you guys have a streaming service Peacock, it's on that if you want to watch it at home. So go for it. I'd recommend it.
And best of all, the movie is not woke.
It's not. I can confirm that too without spoiling it.
Like, it has 0 woke elements at all.
I didn't see any at all. But yeah, I still think it's really stupid have a delayed Dune 2 for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, to be honest, I maybe hate Warner Brothers a bit more.
I mean, I hate them a lot. I have lots of disdain for them, which I'm not going to hold back on.
Yeah, and of course what they did to Zack Snyder's DCU.
Yeah.
I also hate them.
That's what made me initially start hating them a lot. And, you know, I also hate them a lot more, of course, with how they treated Henry Cavill and Ray Fisher as well, for example.
Yeah, so you fired those actors, but you keep 2 criminals.
Exactly. That's how stupid they are.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, well, we're gonna see. It's gonna bomb anyway, so.
I hope it does bomb. I hope it does. I mean, and also, guys, as well. Also, guys, did you guys hear the news that apparently the cameo of Nick Cage, assuming we see it in the film, was not what he filmed in the flush? He didn't even film that cameo. He confirmed it himself. He didn't film it. Right, because
that explains why it was terrible.
Yeah, that explains why. That explains why his CGI was absolutely hideous, because he didn't even film that scene. He filmed something else that got cut. And guys, he was literally on the set for 3 hours doing a scene where he says no words, no lines whatsoever, and he was cut from the film.
What a waste. That is even more disrespectful.
Like, come on. I mean, personally, guys, I think Nick Cage is way too good to be in the flush. Because that film, in my opinion, is garbage.
And well, speaking of comic book films now, and I'm sorry to bring this studio up, but I'm going to say this because they have recently lost my respect more now, completely. It's Marvel's situation has made me lose further respect for them.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. I mean, it's Disney Marvel.
I mean, I no longer care for Marvel anyway, so yeah, you can rant about it all you want. Because I can feel your pain, actually. And makes me even more glad that I stopped watching the MCU back in 2021 with No Way Home, and I'm going to keep that way. There's nothing we can do to make me come back to it.
I mean, I'm just going to continue to mock them for losing box office all the time. And all that.
The only reason I even watched Guardians 3 was for the cast, not for James Gunn or Marvel themselves.
Well, I don't want to hear anything about that movie at all. I'd rather not talk about that movie. I'd rather watch the cast in other things rather than a film by James Gunn or an MCU film, really. That's why I watch Chris Pratt in all the things. But yeah, I'm not going to give any of my money to James Gunn's films.
And apparently, I think he even praised The Flash.
He did. He called it one of the best superhero films of all time. So yeah, what an absolute moron! Like,
best superhero of all time, my shoe.
Like, you know, he's calling one of the best superhero films of all time a film that disrespects lots of people. Like, oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah, when it comes to that, at least they got mocked for it ruthlessly.
Good, that's what he deserves.
He probably only liked it because it erased the Snyderverse.
Probably, yeah.
That's probably why.
The only other, I'm pretty sure the only other reason is because of how many people he made angry.
Yeah, what an absolute joke. And apparently he's the one who orchestrated the whole thing about George Clooney being in the film too in a cameo. So yeah, he's the one who got it to happen too.
Yeah, they got rid of Ben Affleck
and replaced him with my least favorite Batman, who I think is the absolute worst one of all time. And what I think is so dumb, guys, is that Ben Affleck's Batman, of course, appears in the film, right? But for some reason, Ben Affleck isn't even credited. Like what?
Oh my god!
Because didn't they describe his role in the film as being important because of how much he connects to Barry? Because we both lost our parents and all that, but he doesn't get credited. What an absolute joke!
Yeah, oh wow, so important. Gets wasted just like that. Doesn't even get credited either. Wow, it's so important.
Hmm.
Oh wait, there's another film I'm kind of hyped for that's also coming out in 2024. That's Sonic 3. I almost forgot about Sonic 3.
Of course.
I mean, thankfully as well, guys, that film is in production because they're doing work on the CGI for the characters right now. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, although I also am a little bit worried about it since Carrie's retired, so I'm also a little bit worried about its results.
Well, we don't know if he has retired or not. He's not confirmed it. He's considering it, but we don't know if it's true or not yet.
Jim Carrey has said that he's only gonna do more acting whenever he sees a good script.
Yeah, so that's why I hope Sonic 3's script is actually great.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I feel like Sonic 3 is the only movie I'm looking forward to next year. Honestly, I think I would say it's my most hyped movie.
Yeah, bring me that movie all day, every day.
Yeah, because looking at movies coming out in 2024, aside from wait, did Beyond Spider-Verse get delayed?
Well, indefinitely, yes, unfortunately.
Well, that was going to get delayed anyway. No strike.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really surprised because that's going to be a lot of animation to get rendered.
I mean, it took them years to render animation for Across the Spider-Verse, didn't it?
So if it got delayed to like a year in 2025 or something, then I'm just gonna have to remove that off the list for now. So yeah, I think so yeah, I'm just not really hyped for any other movies next year aside from Sonic.
I mean, my most anticipated live action movie next year is Ballerina. Mainly due to my love for the John Wick franchise, and when it comes to my upcoming series, guys, called Old is Better Than New, I will not be including John Wick in the series because personally that's a franchise where, in my opinion, nothing sucks. Nothing.
And another sample of that would be the Evil Dead franchise.
Sure. I'm not going to include that either because that's my favorite horror franchise. I'm not going to badmouth it because, in my opinion, none of this media is bad.
And there's nothing bad about the Evil Dead.
Nothing. None of the films suck as far as I'm concerned. And I will say, guys, when it comes to Across the Spider-Verse, while I did love the movie, yes, the main reason why I give it 9 out of 10, is because personally, when I look back at the film, I think, especially in the Spider Society scene, I personally think Miguel O'Hara is unlikable. That's what I'll say. I find him very unlikable.
And another thing I gotta add on is too. Well, we've already said this before. The canon event thing makes no sense because Miles already had his canon event. He doesn't need another one.
Exactly. So that was just meaningless.
It's basically just a plot hole.
Yeah.
I have an odd feeling by Miguel saying that he's wishing death upon Miles' dad.
What about all? You can see why I'm done with DreamWorks because they're milking great franchises by doing, for some reason, a fourth Comic Book Panda film. Just get screwed.
Oh God, I'm done with DreamWorks. I really can't stand hearing any more things about DreamWorks.
I mean, I don't care about DreamWorks, guys. So if you guys were to tell me some bad news about DreamWorks, then my response is, of course, the famous meme. Oh no! Anyway, that's what I'll say.
Honestly, I think I may as well just be also done with them too.
Yeah, but they're milking great franchises, so just stop for your own sake. But no, they're not listening. So, as far as I'm concerned, DreamWorks is dead to me.
Yeah, it's just so hard to make new ideas.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I've been
cute dog Blaze.
I've been done with DreamWorks for 4 years.
Yeah, and Ozzy, how does that feel? Does it feel great?
Yeah, because I'm tired of seeing these movies because DreamWorks is literally not the same. So technically, that's an example of old better than new.
And Ozzy, just so you know, in my series of old versus new, with the exception of Shark Tale, I'll be including DreamWorks as an example of where old's better than new.
Yeah, because that one definitely deserves to be part of it.
With Shark Tale as an exception, because that's my least favorite DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, obviously that, because that movie sucks.
And the
you can see it.
What is it, Blaze? What's that?
British tea.
You made yourself tea. Nice one.
Yeah, black tea with milk.
Very nice.
Oh man, and apparently in April 2023, they revealed the plot of this unwanted fourth Kung Fu Panda film that's about him trying to find a new Dragon Warrior. So is this going to be the first next? Oh god.
I mean, apparently, they did like a show for Netflix, apparently, which Jack Black came back as powerful, but apparently I heard bad things about that show. I didn't see it. I don't want to see it.
So is it going to be the sequel Trashology again?
I think it might be, unfortunately. All I can say is I'm not interested.
Guys, I'm pretty sure that the real Dragon Warrior is just going to be a Mary Sue.
I think you're probably going to be right, Shadow, unfortunately. Yeah, that's exactly what Gil Godfrey would say. The absolute legend.
I mean, in this Kung Fu Panda show, there is already a Mary Sue. So
yeah, I mean, that's why I backed out of that show, because I didn't hear good things about it, about being one of them. I was like, no, I'm not watching this. I'm going to stick to the trilogy. On my desk here, guys, on top of there, powered up with other DreamWorks movies.
But also, the movie was literally advertised as the final one.
Yes.
The third one, it was advertised as the final one. So now they're going against it.
I've been asking the same question to you about Dorlet. Kung Fu Panda, in my opinion, is a perfect trilogy on its own, just right there like that. It didn't need any continuation whatsoever from its third movie's amazing ending. They just don't know when to end, do they? Goodness me. They don't stop whatsoever, which is just ridiculous.
Nothing knows when to end.
They're ruining their own ideas. Yep. Nothing is going to get me back to DreamWorks. Nothing will.
Same goes for me.
They're destroying all their ideas like Lucasfilm has already done.
Yeah, and Star Wars is going to be the first episode of the series, guys, just so you know. We're all better than new for me.
Nothing knows when to end anymore.
I know it's stupid. I mean, there has been some cases where we have ended it. I mean, one example, of course, Don, is your favourite film franchise, The Godfather. That ended perfectly fine, didn't it? We didn't do any fourth film or fifth film, did we? Thankfully, did we?
Yeah, and whenever they do try to end something in today's world, it literally has to be a depressing ending for the main character.
Yeah. Although I did hear good things about Equalizer 3, though, when it comes to being a finale, though. So I'll definitely watch that soon when I can.
Yeah, that actually does give a good ending. I won't spoil it, though, but it gives a good ending.
Yeah, I'll be sure to, yeah.
If I'm going to wrap up a franchise, I want to give the main character a high note ending.
Yeah,
I want to give all the characters a high note.
Same. When I wrap up a franchise, I want to give my protagonist a Rambo 4-styled ending.
Yeah, I love that ending of Rambo 2008. That's where as far as I'm concerned, there's only 4 Rambo movies. Well, I might probably say 3 because you can literally skip Rambo 3 and go straight to 2008 and you're missing nothing. Because 3, in my opinion, is the absolute worst one.
I mean, I kind of can accept a depressing finale, and it would have to be Logan.
Yeah.
That's when it worked.
I did it very well.
The ones I can accept are Logan and John Wick 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Avengers. And the other kill-off for protagonists I can accept is Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, because Tony sacrificed himself, but unfortunately, of course, now the MCU is making it all pointless, isn't it? So, yeah, how unfortunate.
I mean, the reason why I can accept Logan's ending is because we already knew that he wasn't going to get a happy ending.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make it because he was poisoned by his adamantium, weren't he? So, yeah, he wasn't going to make it, unfortunately. And he was able to allow his daughter to escape, weren't he? He saved her, didn't he?
Yeah. But they want to bring him back for Deadpool 3, which I don't want to see, and I don't care if it's not going to get canceled.
I mean, my reaction to, of course, when it got delayed production was of course the all or not anyway thing I just did before, you know.
Oh no! Anyway.
Because I don't care. Like personally, I just don't understand why there's so much hype for it. I really don't know why at all, because
I don't get it at all. I was just like, no, actually, I don't care.
I'm going to stick to the two Deadpool films before, and of course Hugh Jackman's older X-Men films that he did, which are good.
Plus, also, I can already kind of figure out why they gave him sleeves on the suit. I can already figure that out. Yeah, it's because Hugh Jackman has like a skin disease or something.
So, like, what I don't understand is why bring him back in the first place if you're going to mess up his costume like that. Like, let the character rest in peace, for crying out loud. Like, the character's dead, so let the character rest in peace. So, as far as I'm concerned, guys, in my X-Men canon, Logan's dead. He's not going to be brought back, as far as I'm concerned. And so, another thing as well, guys, is that if you guys would ask me what the first TV show is I'll be covering in Old is Better Than New, then it's actually going to be for one of my favourite shows of all time since I was a kid. And of course, that is Doctor Who.
Oh, yes!
Yeah. I mean, Shadow, I know you'll be looking forward to it because you're a former Whovian, aren't you?
Yeah, I used to love that show, but now it can suck it.
Yeah. Same goes for me. I used to love it, but what we did with it in its more recent season just made me just lose interest. And yeah, it's just amazing how even the episodes from the 1960s are much better than today's Doctor Who. Amazing in an appalling way, I must say, because, like, why are things just so bad compared to the old great things?
I really do not know. But to me, Doctor Who already had his perfect ending with the 12th Doctor.
Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, Peter Capaldi's Doctor is the last Doctor of the series to me. To me, it was ended with him. That's what I'll say. Ever since, of course, he unfortunately regenerated, that's it. The show's dead. And I think as well, if I was to cover like an example of Old Better Than New, then I could even talk about how the Godfather trilogy is like an example of where cinema is much better than today's cinema, really. I could say that, really, because the Godfather trilogy is an absolute masterpiece, isn't it, really? You know, the first two ones in particular. And I think as well, Indiana Jones is also a massive example of why it's much better than today's current day trash.
Yeah, Indiana Jake and the Diarrhea of Disney.
Yeah, which I thankfully refused to watch, and I thankfully relied on Az's rant review for it, and it told me all I need to know.
Yeah, but I relied on Az, Don, and Blaze.
Yeah, I relied on you guys and also Gary, because he also watched it as well. He hated it as well, and I can't say I blame him. And also as well, another example of what Always Better Than You for me is also as well Terminator as well.
Yep.
That's what I'll say, because as you guys know, I really hate what we've done with that franchise. They kept milking it a lot, and it was just a dumb move, really. And I think also Alien as well.
Yep. I think I only saw the first two. Got a perfect ending in Aliens, but no, we got Alien 3.
Yeah, one of the worst sequels of all time, as far as I'm concerned.
Then we had
the one that pretty much the whole world pretty much hates.
I mean, I can't say I blame the world. And also as well, another example of a franchise I will not be including in a series, because I love all the films of a franchise a lot as a whole, is also Harry Potter as well.
Yep.
Although I will say, but I think, you know, the Harry Potter films are much better than, you know, like, say, today's Harry Potter stuff. Like, I mean, like, for example, that third Fantastic Beasts film.
Which apparently got the whole franchise killed. It literally killed the whole franchise, apparently.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
And so most of that was no more Fantastic Beasts movies. Yeah,
Good.
most of that was Johnny Depp's recasting.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I've said it before. I'll
Say it again. No Johnny, no watching.
Yeah, same thing applies to me too. I think the only film that he's in which I don't want to watch is probably that Murder on the Orient Express movie. I don't want to watch that because apparently his character dies early into that movie.
Yep. And I hated it.
Yeah, exactly, because, I mean, sure, you've already told me how bad it is in your opinion, and of course, guys, I refuse to watch its sequel, Death from Now, because it stars an actor I despise. I'm just not interested.
I will not watch that ever.
And that's also why I don't want to watch that new film that he did, like, that Venice movie that Alexander said he was watching. I don't want to watch that either. Like, I'm not interested in these Poirot movies at all.
Yeah, Murder on...
Be right back.
No worries. Go on, Shadow.
Yeah, Orient Express killed my interest in that trilogy.
Wow, the first film killed your interest. That's just sad, isn't it?
Like, it's just... Which film?
Murder on Orient Express.
Yeah, like, it just bored me to sleep. Like, I honestly did fall asleep too.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, definitely. I mean, I love a trilogy. I mean, I love, the first one and the third film, yes. And but I do also love Freddy vs. Jason, though, of course, and that's what I'll say. Obviously, the screwy garbage remake all the way, but, and of course, Freddy's Dead and other bad films too as well. Ugh.
Well, if there's a horror film I wish did have a direct sequel, it's probably Cloverfield. One of them, anyways.
Yeah, I think I saw bits of the first film. I should probably watch the whole thing one day.
Yeah, it's actually one of the few found footage horror films I actually like.
It goes into about like a giant monster that attacks New York.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely consider checking it out one day.
But sadly, though, it does star T.J. Miller.
Oh, God.
However, his character does, the monster kills his character at the end.
Well, thank God for that.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one Hangover movie. Just one. I hate the sequels, especially the third one.
Yeah, like seriously, the sequels are not only unfunny, they're also disgusting.
Yeah, tell me about it. But the second film is a bit funny because it does have some funny moments, but only a fair few because it's just disgusting and it's literally the same plot as the first movie, and just in a different location this time. But the third one is simply, in my opinion, not a comedy film in the slightest. It's just an R-rated dark thriller. It's not a comedy. It's a joke.
That literally starts off with the decapitating of a giraffe that
Animal
causes
cruelty.
a road accident on the road.
Yeah,
Then
animal
literally,
cruelty.
Alan pretty much kills his dad.
Yeah, what absolute waste.
Okay, back.
Welcome back, Ozzy. Just one absolute waste of just right there. Just terrible. Yeah, Hangover 3 is absolute trash, and there's no way I'm ever going to watch it again unless we're going to trash talk of it.
So I guess that's what I missed.
Yeah, we'll just talk about how in my opinion, Hangover is better as one movie.
Yeah, good thing I only saw the first one. Yeah, me too.
Just stick to that first film for your own sake, guys, because you're missing nothing if you don't see the sequels. And also, Shadow, you'll also be pleased to know that another topic I'll also be covering in the series is also as well Disney as a whole.
Yes.
Well, they definitely deserve it.
I think they deserve to be in the second spot.
I'll be mainly talking about, of course, how amazing the Renaissance era is compared to today's Disney, of course. It's mainly animated films I'll be covering. And one day as well, guys, maybe on its anniversary or something, I don't know when, maybe next year, might probably post a review for, Wreck-It Ralph as well on its anniversary.
Nice.
And I think, of course, on the 21st of November, or maybe next year or so, or maybe I don't know, I'll probably post a trash talk for, as I would probably call it, Lucamus Prime Breaks the movie. Because that's what I'd love to do to that absolute garbage movie. I'd love to break it apart with a hammer. Yeah, poor John Goodman being wasted because, and what's sad is, I personally think his character Marshall was one of the few likable characters in Hangover 3, and he got wasted. Ridiculous.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Like, how dare you do that to Sully? Ridiculous. And when it comes to Disney's films, though, guys, one example like a live-action Disney film, which I think is better when it's old, is also, in my opinion, Enchanted.
Yes, not seen that movie yet.
I'd recommend Enchanted. It's a good movie, and think of it as like like an animated Princess Shadow being brought into present day New York in live action, basically.
I know what the plot is about.
Well, you're in for a treat if you watch this plot that you know of. And
yeah, but I skipped the sequel.
You're doing the right thing. It's not good. I mean, like, because when I watched the first film, right, one thing about it that really stood out to me was probably the visual effects and the CGI. Like, especially, of course, when the main villain, of course, turns into, of course, her alternate form, which is a giant dragon. Like, just outstanding CGI right there. And that's from the 2000s, guys. Like, it's just a shame that the sequel just didn't do anything as awesome as that. And that's why it's not worth watching at all.
Yeah, because it had to make Giselle evil out of nowhere.
Yeah, you're basically doing a whole Green Goblin persona change on her, rehashing it right there.
Yeah, she's literally just a Green Goblin, and that's it. Or the Green Princess, the Green Witch, or whatever you want to call her. The Goblin, the Princess Goblin.
Can the Green Witch come out to play?
Yep, and then go ahead and waste Prince Edward. You wasted James Marsden's time.
Yeah, he's only in about 3 scenes. One absolute waste. Which really sucks, because I love his character in the first movie, Prince Edward. Very likable character. In the sequel, he's only in about 3 scenes. One absolute waste. And also,
that's actually how I got introduced to James Marsden.
Oh, nice! I was introduced to him by Cyclops in the X-Men films.
Yeah, I was introduced him with Cyclops.
And with, of course, and also the worst, guys, is that Idina Menzel's in the first film, and that's my second favorite role of hers behind a role in Uncut Gems, right? In the sequel, they gave her a song which literally includes a reference to Frozen, unfortunately.
Of course they did.
Yeah, because she literally says in the song "Let It Grow" as in a reference to "Let It Go." Oh my god!
And before anyone asks, nope, that movie is not getting a 10th anniversary post this month. It does not deserve it because it is my most overrated movie of all time.
I mean, I hate Frozen. I always have done. So yeah, all I can say is if you guys would ask me, will I be reviewing Frozen on my channel? My answer to that is no, definitely not.
And also, I will not answer the question again on why it's my most overrated movie of all time because I've already answered it multiple times.
Well, I think you've made your point pretty well several times, so people should listen to you.
Yep, because if anything, if people still don't get it, there's going to be an angry rant about it then.
So yeah, I'll probably mention my disdain for Frozen on my video on why old Disney's better than new Disney. It's mainly talking about, their animated films, guys, not as a company, really. It's mainly animated films,
Yeah, because their quality dropped.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, and all their movies are flopping.
Good. Hope we do flop. And I mean, there has been some great 3D era films from them, like my personal favorite, of course, being Zootopia.
And then, of course, we got Moana, Raya and Last Dragon. More great movies.
I mean, Raya and Last Dragon is probably, in my opinion, the last good one that I've seen because, obviously, of course, once in the same year, we, of course, got, as I call it, Encanto.
Yep. Didn't like it. It sucked.
I mean, I thought it was boring. I mean, I thought it was boring, and I also personally thought that every single character in that film was a douchebag, and of course, nowadays, it stars an actor I hate, which is John Leguizamo. And yeah, we don't talk about John, do we?
We don't.
No. And
also, this movie kind of rips. Well, speaking of which, that movie practically rips off Hector from Coco because of that Bruno character.
Yeah, and it's quite similar to Coco too because they're both in like South American settings, aren't we? Really?
Yeah, Coco, Mexico, and then Encanto in Colombia.
Yeah, similar locations, really quite close to each other. But then again, Coco is a masterpiece compared to Encanto, in my opinion. I mean, guys, Coco made me get really teary-eyed compared to Encanto, where I was literally just, bawling my eyes out because it was so boring.
And thanks to Encanto, that movie killed my interest in the rest of Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Pixar is also no example of a franchise where I think it was better than you as well, for the most part. Because as you guys know, I despise Cars 2. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Cars 3 either, and I'm also not really a fan of Good Dinosaur that much either as well. And
I did not like Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, and so yeah, and of course, as you know, I stopped watching Pixar last year, and I'm going to keep it that way for my own sake.
Okay, Pixar went from making great movies like Toy Story, Up, Monsters Inc. to crappy. Like,
tell me about it. Like, when it comes to their great films, they've been like so emotional and like and I watch them with so much focus because they're so amazing. I mean, and many of them have actually made me cry as well, guys. Cry of emotion.
Yeah, just amazing stories.
I mean, Shadow, whenever you rewatch Up, does it still make you cry to this day?
Yes.
I mean, does it also make me a lot more sad because we lost Ed Asner?
Definitely.
Yeah, I totally agree about Toy Story 3 is my favorite animated movie, and that, of course, is no example of where I tear up as well.
So wrong, partner.
Oh God, yeah, because when I rewatched that scene, guys, I got teary-eyed, and I was like, oh, "You've done it again! You've done it again!" Yeah. But it was still funny though, because I still texted Blaze saying, "I'm now teary-eyed, lol." So we'd laugh about it though, at least. So it wasn't all emotional because I still laughed with Blaze though.
Yeah.
And no example of a Pixar film that made me teary-eyed as well was also Soul as well.
Oh man, just brilliant masterpiece.
Yeah.
The last one to do that easily.
Like, I can't believe we went from Soul and then Luca to Where the Hell Came After Those. Ugh.
Yeah. Yep.
What a joke.
Never mind, I'm not saying it. I don't want to say it again. Oh yes, WALL-E is another beautiful film from Pixar.
That's one of my all-time favorites from them as well. One of the examples of where you can show and don't tell, because most of the characters don't really talk, do they?
Yeah, also it's kind of funny how a good chunk of Pixar movies I give a 10 out of 10 to.
I know, right? I think another example of a category where nearly all of them I give 10 out of 10 is also probably Spielberg movies. Because a lot of his films I give 10 out of 10 to. Lots of them.
Same here.
And I think as well that many of his classics are an example of what was better than you as well. Like E.T., for example.
Definitely. And Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, and even his Indiana Jones films. Well, 3 of them, of course, I love.
Jaws.
Oh yeah, Jaws. 100%. That's an example of where like it had sequels which were made before, before the current day, and they sucked in my opinion. Like Jaws 2, I'm not a fan of at all, really, that much. It has some moments, but was still not good in my opinion. And Jaws 3D, what the hell was that? And then Jaws,
I really don't know.
And Jaws the Revenge, the less about it, the better.
Of course.
Yeah, because Ozzy, you can also confirm it's your most hated movie of all time, can't you?
Yes, it is. And if I have to hear that movie again, I will seriously go tap a shark to make it explode.
And no example as well, guys, when it comes to like, say, Christmas territory, is also, in my opinion, Home Alone.
Definitely. Only 2 good movies.
Yep, there's only 2 of them to me. Home Alone is a duology about Kevin.
I didn't even know that there were 4 more films.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
They're not even a part of the Home Alone franchise.
Yeah, they're not really connected, are they? 3 especially isn't connected because it's a different character for some reason.
Yep, until the 4th movie happened, which is the worst Home Alone, worst Christmas movie I've ever seen in my life.
It is.
Josh.
No, Blaze is the 4th one, you know, which is from 2002, you know, Home Alone 4, Taken by the House.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Good.
It's the best you don't see Home Alone 4.
One,
it's garbage.
That I give a 0 out of 10 to. No questions asked.
Yes, and I also hate the Holiday Heist as well. And also, guys, I refuse to watch Home Sweet Home Alone. I refuse.
I mean, I may hate Holiday Heist too, but at least Ed Asner's in it. At least that's the only thing I liked about that movie.
Yeah, can't go on with Ed. And if you guys would ask me, have I seen any scenes from Home Sweet Home Alone? The only scene I've seen from it is Buzz's scene in his police car. I might say I've not seen it in other scenes. I don't want to.
I unfortunately have seen some other scenes.
Oh God! And let me guess, Ozzy, are they garbage?
Yep, especially when they were recreating the setting up the trap scene, when they were rescoring John Williams' music.
Oh, please. Ozzy, please don't tell me they had a horrible remix of it.
I think that's what they were trying to go for.
Oh, God.
Damn it. I'm just like, you don't have to rescore it. Just reuse it. Like, all I have to say is, don't you dare do that to John Williams.
The greatest composer ever.
Plus, they reused one of the main themes somewhere in my memory earlier. They didn't rescore that. They didn't remix it. Well, why'd you remix the trap theme then?
Yeah. And also, Ozzy, on the first trailer for it, which made me avoid the movie, didn't they include like a rendition of Somewhere in My Memory at the start of it?
I think they tried to. I really don't remember because I haven't seen that trailer in years.
And then for some reason, guys, they then included a rendition of In the Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg. You know, that theme song.
Of course. Don't know why they did that.
I mean, if you guys have heard that song, Hall of the Mountain King.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's very iconic, isn't it? There's actually a theme park in the UK, guys, called Alton Towers, and that's the theme song of the theme park.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Alton Towers.
Yeah, but guys, I don't want to go there anytime soon because of the accidents on the roller coaster called Smiler. I don't want to go back because of that.
Oh, yep, I know about that incident.
I mean, it was on the news in America.
I remember searching up Alton Tower rides when I was younger, and that was the first thing that popped up.
Yeah, it was a very horrible event. Lots of people died on the ride, and it's because of that I don't want to go back there, really, because I'm scared it's going to happen again.
Yeah, plus now I don't want to go there because there was a ride there that is now closed, and that is Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I've been on that ride. It's good, but unfortunately, of course, it's gone, which is a shame. It's also based on... And if you're wondering as well, Ozzy, I don't know if you've seen points of view videos on YouTube, but it's based on a book, not any of the films, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I've seen it, along with the Great Glass Elevator ride.
Yeah, it's a good ride. It's a shame it's gone.
Yep, that literally would have caused me to go there immediately.
Yeah, it's a shame it's gone, really. I guess you could say Alton Towers is an example of old, there than new. And...
I mean, at least next weekend I'm going back to Universal, though. At least there's that.
Yeah, because it's your birthday, isn't it, next weekend? So, yeah. Going to mark the occasion, aren't you?
What's the better place to go to, then?
Well, I think Universal's the best choice for you because it's local, isn't it, really? And I think you'll have a great time there, don't you?
I always do.
So, yeah, exactly. It's a great choice for you.
Besides, it's my favorite theme park of all time, so that's another thing.
Yes. Same goes for me, yeah. Because even though I've been born and bred in the UK, I think Universal is the GOAT when it comes to theme parks. One in Florida. Because, yeah, I just think it's like a magical journey, really. And if you guys were to ask what my favourite ride is at Universal Studios, it's the Transformers ride, because that's a ride I want to go on so badly. And, yeah, to actually experience it after seeing points of views of it was just mind-blowing. And Ozzy, I can also probably guess that your favourite ride there is E.T. ride, isn't it?
Yep.
Of course it is. Then again, I can see why, because that ride is also, in my opinion, mind-blowing.
what really stands out about the Transformers, right, is how Optimus literally talks to you.
He does, yeah, and it's of course my favorite voice actor, Peter Cullen, and of course as well they have the legend which is Frank Welker in it as Megatron, and I must say on that ride he does in my opinion sound close to Hugo Weaving as well.
Yeah, I literally thought that was Hugo Weaving when I first wrote it.
Yeah, same. But when I googled the cast after I'd been on the ride, I realized it wasn't him; it was Frank.
I mean, especially I love when the message that Optimus says to you at the end of the ride when he goes like, "Your bravery saved the planet. Well done, freedom fighters."
Did you notice that I included that quote in the Hound series, Ozzy?
Oh no, I didn't.
Because on the episode where, of course, where Optimus reveals he's been brought back from Revenge of the Fallen, you know, he tells them the team to come home, and he says, "Well done, freedom fighters."
I gotta rewatch that episode then.
Yeah, do. When they, of course, meet Harry Potter, I'd probably make a reference to a joke in which Dumbledore looks like Gandalf. Basically. So, is that you? Imagine that.
I guess, be like, Gandalf.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, guys, there will also be a touching scene, of course, where Harry will also meet the Batman. And you know about it, don't you?
Yep. Yeah.
And of course, because when he sees Bruce take off his cowl, he'll notice a likeness to his friend Cedric. And we'll have a talk about, you know, things have lost and all that, really, and how we can keep going, really.
Vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Vengeance. I mean, that kind of leave that line when Robert Pattinson, he said that in the trailers. That's what sold me to watching the movie in the first place.
Yeah, he was a great casting, wasn't he? You know, he definitely defied the odds because there was a lot of backlash about his casting, but before me, he nailed it.
Yeah, when I heard about the announcement, I didn't even know there was backlash.
Well, apparently there was, mainly due to me in Twilight and all that, but, you know, like, I gave him a chance, and I'm glad I did, because I thought he was great.
Yeah, but I mean, Batman is not my favorite role of Robert.
Yeah, saying
all
me.
I cared is that if he could do the voice, and if he has, like, the Bruce Wayne persona right, if he gets both Batman and Bruce Wayne right, then I'm all good.
And he did it. He did it really well, and before I saw the film, my favourite role of his was Cedric, though.
Oh, yeah, same here. Yeah.
Because, as you guys know, I have not seen the Twilight films to this day. I refuse to. I don't want to see them. I am not seeing them.
I still cannot get over how overhyped it was back then.
I know, right? There was so much hype for them when I was younger. I mean, guys, I once tried to watch the first film, but I fell asleep minutes into it because it was so boring. And I never saw it since, because when I woke up, it was over.
I mean, Twilight's literally the first franchise when I was younger that I just did not care for at all.
Yeah, same for me, yeah, because when I woke up, the film was over, so I was like, oh, guess I missed nothing then, because it was so boring.
I think I was probably between 6 to 8 years old when that franchise was happening, probably. I don't know.
I think it kicked off in 2008, didn't it? So that means I was 9 the year it came out.
Yeah, because I still remember even some of my classmates at school were like hyped for it. I'm just like, what? I don't understand that at all.
I mean, good for them, by all means, if they're hyped for it, but I don't understand why, to be honest.
And I'm just like, you do know that we're not teenagers, technically?
Lily's gone to sleep, guys, behind me.
But then again, I got into franchises way before I became a teenager anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like Star Wars.
Yes.
Yep. And Harry Potter. Yeah, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Transformers.
Absolutely. Transformers is definitely an example we're older than you, in my opinion, too, as well. And I say for the most part because of my love for Bumblebee Rise of the Beasts, for example. But I say maybe in terms of a TV show territory because of how much I hate what we've done to the franchise with Earthspark, or as I call it, Woke Formers Earthspark.
Yeah, like where they add in pronouns.
Yeah, because guys, there's actually a Transformer in the show who goes by they, them for some reason.
Yeah, I found a cardboard cutout that Transformer once, and I stomped on it. Also, they violated Bumblebee in the show.
Oh God, Mario was definitely an example of the film that I was worried about. But when I saw trailers, I was definitely keen on seeing it, and I definitely love Mario. And I think one example as well for me is also probably Rise of Gru, Minions film, because the trailers, in my opinion, were not good, but the film that I saw, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can really vouch for that one. And I can also vouch for that because I saw the movie this year.
Yeah. I mean, Ozzy, you can also tell us that when you saw it at the cinema, people were cheering, weren't they, for Despicable Me movie?
Yeah, it was literally like Avengers Endgame level of cheering.
Like, so loud, you could barely hear the voices in the film.
Pretty much, especially like the final scene of the movie.
Wow. And Ozzy, did you also join? Did you join in the cheering as well?
Yeah.
Well, I can't blame you.
I mean, why wouldn't I?
Exactly. And I will say, guys, that Mario is actually so far the best cinema experience I've actually had this year so far. I'll say that. I mean, I will say my favourite film of the year so far that I've seen with cinema, guys, of course, is John Wick 4. But it's not my favourite cinematic experience because was barely anyone there when I saw it for some reason. And you're probably thinking, what? And I'm with you on that because it's a John Wick film. Why is barely anyone there? But Mario, what I will say, well, guys, when it comes to Mario, there was lots of people, a full crowd, and we had a blast.
Yeah, well, I think when it comes to my favorite cinema experience this year, I would say Oppenheimer, Mario, and FNAF.
I mean, Shadow, were people cheering when you saw FNAF?
Oh yes, it was literally like watching Endgame again.
And I'll also ask you, Shadow, without spoiling, did people cheer at a particular quote that Matthew Lillard's character said towards the end?
Yes, they were.
Well, that's an example of fan service right there, because I don't know if you're aware of Shadow, but the quote he says is actually from the games. I don't know if you knew this or not. Yeah.
I know it's catchphrase too.
Yeah, so it's reference to the games, and yeah, I love how he did that. You can just tell how much they wanted to, put fan service into his film, and they did it really well. And yeah, and the director of the film has earned my absolute respect for being really faithful to the games and making a film for FNAF fans.
Yeah, and one day I will check out more of the films.
Me too, 100%. Speaking of films, Blaze, would you recommend that 90s Street Fighting film with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it?
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, Blaze, would you say the best part of that film is Raul Julia?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I really want to watch it for him because, as you guys may know, he was unfortunately ill when making that film, guys. He was dying, but he appeared in that film for his kids because they're Street Fighter fans. So I want to watch it to honor his memory, and I want to see what it's like. But yeah, apparently didn't have good reviews about that film, but I will watch it in memory of Raul Julia. And also because Jean-Claude Van Damme is my favourite Belgian actor of all time as well. I mean, have you guys in the chat got a favourite role of Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Not many. But
I mean, if you guys think Kung Fu Panda, he's involved, of course, as Master Snake, isn't he?
I think I would say that my favorite role of his is Jean-Claude from Russell Gru.
He was great in that, Jean-Claude, if you will. He's playing his name. That's brilliant, isn't it? And I see Lucky Nerd's joined us. Welcome, Lucky Nerd.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, that's why about Dollar. Vincent Castle voices a new character called Vincent Chevalier. That's what Blaze told me. Yeah, same goes for me about Dollar. Yeah, my favorite role of Jean-Claude is his role in Bloodsport. Yeah, Frank Dux, great character. I think isn't he based on a real life person as well, Frank Dux? Yeah, so I will say, guys, that so far my favorite experience with cinema so far has been Mario because there were people who were cheering and laughing, and it was a full crowd too as well.
Yeah, same thing with me with Mario and FNAF.
That's cool.
However, though, my worst theater experience is sadly John Wick 4, and I think you guys already know why.
Is it because you're the only person there, Ozzy?
I was literally the only one there.
But would you say though that the film was still worth it, though, nonetheless?
It was still worth it because at least no one there to bother me, though.
Yeah.
It would have been better if there was fans there with me.
Well, I mean, because
because
if you guys will all be aware of, the only nitpick I have with John Wick 4, of course, is that Sharon got the Alien 3 cliche, and that's it. I still love the film more.
Well, there's that, and there's also the stair scene.
Yeah,
it could have been better.
Probably, it was probably got a little bit too goofy, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I get John Wick can get a little goofy with its action scenes at times, but the stairwell scene just dragged on too long.
I mean, what I'm wondering is, how did he manage to fall all the way down from the top to the bottom like that? That's like it's from a cartoon or something.
Without breaking his limbs.
I mean, in the third one, we had the glass room scene, but the glass room scene was actually an epic action scene.
Indeed. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, guys, my number one nitpick with that film is that Sharon got the Alien 3 cliche, and that's it. That's my biggest nitpick.
I hated that.
Yep, no arguing anybody on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I get what we were trying to do. I get what we were trying to do with a story, but to see my favorite side character in my franchise get killed so early in the film, yeah, I was angry. And it's especially hurts because the actor Lance Reddick passed away literally a week before the film came out. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
If you're going to kill Chiron, have Chiron sacrifice himself heroically, not get the Alien 3 death nobody likes.
Yeah, like, come on, because in the third film, he was an absolute badass. I was hoping we'd get more of it, but no. He unfortunately get killed minutes into the fourth movie. Oh, yeah, I definitely love Clancy Brown as a Harbinger in John Wick 4. He was brilliant in it. Yeah, Clancy Brown is a great actor and voice actor. And, yeah, Harbinger is one of my favourite roles. It's probably my third favourite live-action role of his, behind his roles in Shawshank Redemption and Highlander. But as you guys will know, my all-time favourite role of his is actually Lex Luthor in DC.
Oh, it will be.
I mean, in my opinion, he is the greatest Lex Luthor ever. And in my opinion, no one, not even live action wise, can top him, in my opinion. And one day, guys, I will also check out the old SpongeBob series to him as Mr. Krabs.
Yes.
And Ozzy, I know you can also Ozzy, I know you can also tell me that you think old SpongeBob better than new, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
And especially, of course, when it comes to, and I think, would you say it also applies to a film as well?
Yeah, definitely. Because the third one sucked.
Oh dear, what a shame.
Yeah, the third movie is garbage.
That's unfortunate.
And it is also very disrespectful to the creator.
Yeah, because didn't the creator die, guys?
Yeah, Steven Hillenburg. He died the same year as Stan Lee.
That's really sad. Rest in peace.
What makes me hate the movie a lot more is how it retcons on the show way too much.
There's a lot of retcons,
and dear.
I like someone who knows the SpongeBob lore. That really screws with my head.
Well, I can see why he just failed to create it then, if it retcons what he created.
And the 3D animation, God, that was awful.
Shadow, when you say it's awful, would you say it's as bad as the 3D animation in Space Jam New Legacy? For Looney Tunes?
Let's say that's slightly better than that. Because I gave Space Jam a 0 out of 10, while SpongeBob is 1.
And let me guess, is the reason why you give it 1 because of Keanu Reeves' appearance in it?
That, and also the cast is good enough.
For me, I only give it a 3.
Yeah, Charles Martinet is the man. He'll always be Mario, and I hope he's doing well, of course, as the ambassador to a franchise.
Yep. Stupid fireworks.
Yeah, they've been going off for me too, lucky nerd. They've unfortunately scared my cats, which is very sad, but Thanks for all Lily's gone to sleep behind me.
Kind of terrified my dogs as well.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Since I've got this open mind, if I show everyone something which I got, I'll show you guys something.
We'll show us whatever you want, by all means.
Yeah, even though I showed you last week the birthday presents I got, this one didn't come at the time, so I think you might like this. Ready?
Yep. What is it? What is this?
Biggest in the package. Oh.
Spider-Man 2.1.
Big extent, the true version at 2.1. My favourite movie. Awesome. Same version I have.
And I got something I'm going to show you guys after the stream.
Cool, we're looking forward. We've got like an hour left, haven't we?
Now, I have not gotten any movies or shows.
Well, that's fine. You can show us whatever you've got, and I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't to leave my cats alone outside my room because in case fireworks go off again, we'll get scared, won't they? Just because it's so loud. So yeah, that's why I'm keeping in my room for a bit, you know. And I think as well, when it comes to like where an example of old, better than new, I think one example for me is always probably spaghetti westerns as well.
Don't think I've heard of that.
You know, like Wild West films, for example, the Man with No Name trilogy.
Okay.
Because you know, I watched those 3 films earlier this year, and I loved all 3 of them. And I also as well definitely as well loved Django for 1966 as well. Just an amazing Wild West movie. And of course, it was that film that also helped inspire Django Unchained, which is my favourite Wild West movie of all time. And if you guys were to ask me what my favourite scene is in Django Unchained, that's really hard because there's many of, you know, great moments in it.
I mean, I would just go with the entire movie.
I can see why.
I still need to watch the movie.
Please do. You're in for a treat. And many of my favourite scenes is I love the shootout scenes, especially in Candyland as it's called, and as well the final act of the movie as well. Of course, when Django finally gets his revenge on the people who, of course, kidnapped his wife and made her be a slave. And I do also love a scene, of course, where Jamie Foxx gets share a scene with Franco Nero as well.
And I also do love the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, slashes his hand, and it just continues to act like it didn't happen.
Yes. Yeah, I think, you know, Leo DiCaprio did a phenomenal job playing Calvin in the film. And what's amazing, guys, is even his creator, Quentin Tarantino, despised the character thanks to Leo's performance.
That's a huge sign of great acting.
Because when your own creator hates your character because your performance, you know you've done the right thing with your performance, really.
Job well done.
Yeah, bravo to Leo for that. Amazing actor.
And that is my second favorite role of Leo behind Inception.
Yeah, Inception is my favorite role. You know, Dom Cobb, yeah. And in the future, guys, I will hopefully check out Killers of a Flower Moon as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping the one day check that one out.
Yeah, mainly because Martin Scorsese is one of those directors in this world who I still trust today. And my respect, of course, for him has been increasing more and more when he's criticised what Hollywood's been doing these days. Because he's so right about it. What an absolute legend he is. And I have no doubt in my mind that the films he's done, which I've not seen yet, his old films, will probably be a lot better than today's garbage as well. Yeah, we definitely don't talk about Titanic, because I think it was that film that, you know, shall we say, annihilated James Cameron's career, really, where it all began to, you know, go down for him, really. Because I think it's a massive disgrace to the real life disaster. To what really happened, really.
Yeah. And ever since that movie, James Cameron's been an utter joke.
Yeah, an absolute joke. Because it seems all he cares about now is making those Avatar films, nothing new, which is, completely original or anything like that, just making more of those. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, he turns 90 in the future and he's making 30 Avatar movies still. Like, wouldn't be surprised if he keeps making them for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and he gets worshipped by simp suck up fanboys.
Yep.
And of course, last year, guys, he lost my respect when he said that, of course, testosterone is poisonous, but it's not poisonous. It's an important hormone in the human body.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's dumb.
He's an absolute idiot.
The sad part is that I do actually want to watch the first two Terminator films, True Lies and The Abyss.
Well, lucky nerd, I can tell you they are great films. I mean, I think when it comes to directors, guys, he's an example of a director older there than you. From what comes to what I've seen.
Yeah,
I mean, should I give another example of a director where his old stuff's better than new?
By all means.
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know which one it was that, made him start to go downhill, because he made quite a few, didn't he, which didn't get well received, did they? I mean, my least favourite film by him, of course, is Independence Day Resurgence. Oh, God, I hate that film.
Same, I despise it.
Well, I think I've got another one, even though this is probably going to be going forward now. James Gunn.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Except for that one segment we don't talk about, Basil or something from that movie, movie 43, whatever.
Yeah, I frankly refuse to watch that film. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. I think I only saw a clip of that where Chloe Grace's character is having a period or something.
Oh,
I just
God.
switched off.
It's not worth it at all. I refuse to watch it.
That's probably the worst anthology movie ever made.
Yeah, you can tell why I don't want to watch it. Yeah, I didn't like Avatar 1 either. I think it's overrated.
I don't like that movie at all.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's terrible.
The only character I like in the film, guys, is Quaritch, and that's it. He's my favorite character in the first film, but that's it.
I'd rather just see a movie about him.
Yeah, why not do a film about Quaritch? Make him be the main character. Because personally, guys, I think the Na'vi, I think it's called, the species, blue species. I mean, in my opinion, they're the villains, not Quaritch. I think they're the villains. Because of how annoying and unlikable they are and stupid they are too, I must say.
And I can't stand Jake Sully at all.
Yeah, that's why I say Na'vi is stupid, because of him. He's really stupid, in my opinion. And annoying.
I do like Sam Worthington, but he's better in other things.
I mean, my favorite wall of Sam, guys, of course, is Alex Mason in the Call of Duty Black Ops games.
It's funny. It's funny because, when you say, his best role is literally in the video game, not a movie.
That's my favorite role of his. I'm not saying it's his number one best role, but it's just my favorite role,
Well, there's also Marcus in Terminator Salvation. Also way better as Marcus.
Released the same year as Avatar 2, that film, weren't it? And yeah, that's my favorite live action role of his.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I can't really say much because I haven't seen Salvation, and I don't think I will.
Well, that's up to you, Ozzy.
I will say that one thing that Zoe Saldana, sorry if I'm saying her name correctly, did.
Yeah, Saldana. It's Saldana.
Yep, that one. She did well with the character's emotional scenes, but again, it's not my favorite.
And I personally think that Neytiri is an absolute merge too.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that character either. It's probably, unfortunately, my least favorite role of Zoe I've seen so far.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Either she did well with what she was given, but I personally prefer her as
Gamora.
As Gamora from Guardian.
That's my favorite role of hers, and I And I will say that even though she was only in a supporting capacity, I thought she was, in my opinion, better as Anna Marie in Pirates of the Caribbean 1 than as Neytiri, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you guys want to see it being absolutely badass, I'd recommend the action film Colombiana. It's a revenge film as well, and I definitely loved it. And she was absolutely badass in that film. An example of where you can do a main character who's female and not a Mary Sue.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd recommend it. Go give it a watch. Yeah, rest in peace, Anton Yelchin.
I was just gonna say, and it wouldn't have surprised me if Arnold Schwarzenegger ends up in one of these films.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because of his collaborations.
I wouldn't be surprised because several of his collaborators have been in Avatar films. For example, Sigourney Weaver has been in them as, of course, Grace. I mean, she's called her character in the first film, wasn't it? Grace. And apparently in this second one, she plays a native character called Kira, something like that. And I think it was on the second film, we also had Kate Winslet in a role as well. And she, of course, was unfortunate in Titanic, wasn't she?
Yeah. The movie is, like, well, I said it already, I might as well say it again, boring.
Yeah, I hate Titanic.
Boring as hell. That's the main reason why I hate the movie. It's boring.
Yeah.
And disrespectful.
Yeah, the disrespect to the real life disaster is just unreal. It really is. And
especially that stupid I'll never let go scene.
Oh god, I hate that scene. I don't know why people like that scene so much because I hated it. It doesn't make any sense.
She says, "I'll never let go,"
and she does.
Literally go seconds later.
Yeah. What a joke.
And people can say, "But she makes the promise. Doesn't matter. It's still a stupid scene anyway."
And also, both of them could have easily fitted on that door or whatever the hell that was.
Easily.
Heck, there's literally a scene of Bruce Almighty where Jim Carrey's character literally says that.
I do have a bit of a confession to make that I've never that even to this day I've never seen that film.
You've not seen Bruce Almighty?
Oh,
so no Titanic.
Well,
I've never seen that film.
Looking at you probably doing the right thing not seeing it. It's not worth it. But I would recommend Bruce Almighty though.
I mean, look at you want to know the only good thing about Titanic?
Yeah, sure.
And that is the Celine Dion song "My Heart Will Go On."
Yeah, she's a great singer, and I did also like James Horner's soundtrack. May rest in peace.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Yeah, we lost James. We lost James Horner way too soon. We lost him way too soon, James Horner.
That was probably one of the only few things I liked about Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace to James Horner.
Yeah. But then again, my favorite score James Horner is always gonna be the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, he did a great job composing the music for it, and I did also like his soundtrack a lot in Willow as well.
Yeah, yep, that's my second favorite score.
Yeah, Willow is probably, in my opinion, no example of where old better knew because of how bad that show was from what I've heard of it.
So bad that it got booted off Disney Plus.
Yeah, good riddance, I guess. And yeah, thankfully, of course, I refused to watch that show. I'm going to stick to the original film, which of course was written by George Lucas.
I mean, even if I wanted to watch that show, which I really don't know why I would, I can't now.
Yeah, there's no reason why you should watch it now. And of course, even if you wanted to, you can't because it's gone. And yeah, and the film is also my favorite film by Ron Howard as well, directed by him as well.
And also, when it comes to the show, who wants to watch that show?
I don't know who would want to watch it.
People that hate George Lucas. There's your answer.
Probably, yeah. Who love to watch franchises go downhill, and what's unfortunate is that Willow himself is literally based on Jake Skywalker, but like that's not a good thing to base your character on at all, Warwick.
Never do that with any legacy character.
Anything but Jake Skywalker, please. Just don't base it on him.
Just act the same as you did before, like with Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah.
Because that film handled the legacy characters much better. And I think in terms of TV show territory, Ash's Evil Dead. That's another example of that.
because Ash is still the same lovable badass that he was in the trilogy.
Yeah, here he is. Right here, based on the show. On my desk.
Movie.
Yeah.
I'd also add on Maverick from Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah, 100%. That sequel was amazing.
Well, I gotta go now, guys, but...
Oh, well, thanks for being here, Don. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Thanks for being on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
He's gone.
And one more example, the Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because that film, of course, brought back the original team, and they were their usual likable selves, weren't they? But I still can't believe they're doing another one after this. Like, really? I think Afterlife, to me, is perfect ending of Ghostbusters.
No, I'm not gonna watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm not interested, and I especially don't want to watch it because Ivan Reitman's not even involved because he died, didn't he? So yeah, I don't think it's right to continue this franchise without Ivan.
I mean, I wanted Ghostbusters 3, but beyond that, that's going a bit too far.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, the franchise to me is only one. Ghostbusters 1, the original, and Afterlife. That's what I'll say. Because I'm not really a fan of Ghostbusters 2 that much, and as you guys know, I absolutely despise Ghostbusters 2016.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the absolute worst films I've ever seen in my life ever. Which in my opinion, just completely disrespected what was so great about, you know, the original film, you know?
Yeah, it's the second worst comedy movie I've ever seen. I left behind Casino.
Yeah. And
It's,
so, and
I mean,
and as well, guys, you know, I mean, did I tell you guys about the time one of my friends from college walked out of the film early into it because how bad it was?
I think
I remember saying that because I know there was one time you told us about your friend from one of your friends from the gym you worked out at said you told him about the female Pirates of the Caribbean remake. He was like, "Oh, F all."
Yeah, it's the same guy. Same guy.
I still remember that conversation.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, did you mention he walked out when Chris Hemsworth showed up?
yeah, because literally when Kevin first appeared, guys, he said to his dad, "This is the worst one I've ever seen," and he wanted to leave, and we both left. I mean, he didn't care about Chris Hemsworth's character, guys, or anything like that. He just said the film was just so bad he'd had enough. I mean, is there any times you want to share where you've walked out of cinema, guys, because how bad the film is? You like to share?
I mean, I haven't walked out of a movie yet.
Even
though there have been many times where I wanted to.
I mean, Ozzy, have you ever walked out before?
I have. It was with Ender's Game.
Oh wow, when did you walk out in that movie?
I'm pretty sure it was very early because the only thing I remember is when they took some sort of metal thing out of the back of his neck.
And what made you walk out exactly?
I think it was that because of the blood in the water.
Well, I can't say blame you. You know, if you're not a fan of blood.
I mean, I can handle it now, but back then I just had a problem with it.
Fair enough. So, do you reckon you probably revisit the film in the future?
Yeah, maybe for Harrison Ford. Also, it should be from blood for the most part because of Saw, obviously.
Yeah. Lucky Nerd, have you ever walked out of cinema before because of how bad a film is?
I think there were two occasions. One of them when I was really young for one of the Narnia films.
Really? Which one was it? Lucky Nerd, was it one of the sequels?
Was it the Hunter?
Yeah, I think it was one of the sequels.
Because I've not seen a third film, and based on what Charles told me about, I don't want to see it.
I think it might be the third film. I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That one and of course Minions.
You walked out of the first Minions film. Oh wow. Which part made you walk out?
I think the scene where they probably introduced that scene where they got to that mansion or something.
I mean, I can't say blame you because the film is trash.
Yeah, then again. Plus it looked really boring. So yeah.
I mean, I can definitely say a movie that I really wanted to walk out of, but I couldn't, was definitely Multiverse of Crapness.
Yep. Let's not talk about that.
No, I wanted to walk out of Eternals as well.
I would have walked out if I wasn't with my friend from school, guys. I saw it with.
For me, I probably would have wanted to be walking out of Woken Blunder because of the goats.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
My sister was there, otherwise I would have just walked out. I was by myself.
All I can say, of course, is I'm so glad that I clocked out of the MCU with No Way Home, and I'm happy that I did that.
Yep, because what I just witnessed was the worst superhero movie I have ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, same here. Only for me, it was Eternals. And not working crapper.
All I can say though is really that, you know, what's happening makes me appreciate old more than ever, really. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to you watching When We Kid Dog Days or tomorrow, because that's definitely for my lots of fun memories of watching, really.
Yeah, at least you have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you have that. Though good luck with what will be coming after it.
Yeah, The Wrong Call, as I nicknamed it.
Uh-oh. Hate that movie.
Yeah, I am not interested, of course, in, you know, any other films they'll do live action wise if they do them. I mean, do you reckon we'll do any live action ones again?
I think they're just going to stick to animation.
Oh, really? I mean, I wasn't really a fan of their first animated film, which is why I don't want to review it, because people are going to be saying to me, you know, why don't you do review for Roderick Rules animated film? And I'm like, no, I'm not seeing. I don't want to watch. I'm not interested. I'll stick to live action.
Plus, I've already done it already.
Because based on
review Cabin Fever,
and based on back what you talked about, Ozzy, doesn't look like it's worth it.
No, it's not really. It's literally just mediocre.
Yeah, why does that surprise me?
Better than the Log Hole, but still not a good movie.
Yeah, why does that surprise me? And also as well, the next franchise I'll be reviewing, of course, after these films will be Home Alone, the ones I've seen, of course.
Perfect timing since it's during Christmas.
Exactly, I'm doing it about timing, yeah.
It seems like you actually took my advice on that.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to ignore you, am I?
Yeah,
I think you hinted at that once last year or the year before.
Of course I did. I mean, you guys know me. I say true to my word, don't I? Like, I'm not going to go back on what I say, am I?
No.
Nope.
So this Christmas, I'll be reviewing the ones I've seen. And obviously, though, guys, I am not going to be watching Home Alone. I mean, because after I, of course, rewatch The Holiday Heist, you know, I'll probably say, you know, to quote one of my favorite reviewers on YouTube, now, you might be wondering if I'm going to watch the rest of this franchise after this movie. And the answer to that is, cough. Yeah. If you guys weren't aware, if you're in the chat watching, I was referencing Critical Drinker. But you guys in the server will know, of course.
Yep.
Because that's what he said when he was when he was doing his rant on Velma's first episode, because he watched first episode, he didn't want to watch anymore, and I can't say I blame him.
I think with me, I really regret doing that.
The same thing also applies to Az as well, guys, and I think Tower Magnus as well. And you know, I can't say blame any of you guys who've seen the first episode and don't want to watch anymore. And that's also why, guys, I think Scooby-Doo is also an example of a franchise older than you. For a variety of reasons, of course, because one of them, of course, being Velma, and another example I can also say is also the film Scoob. I hate Scoob.
I mean, yeah, Scoob was terrible.
Yeah, it makes me want to rewatch the live-action films instead. I'd rather watch those over it. You know, the first two from early 2000s with Matthew Lillard.
Yep.
Same.
I mean, let's be real. Scoob is literally just an animated remake of The Mummy 2017.
Yeah, because it's literally not a Scooby-Doo film. It's literally just about setting up a shared universe of Hanna-Barbera characters, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not how you set up a shared universe.
Not at all. It should be just a Scooby-Doo film.
Do what Iron Man did.
Yeah, Iron Man did it perfectly.
It did. It didn't focus on setting up a shared universe until, of course, the credits scene with Nick Fury did it.
Again, and also Man of Steel too as well.
Indeed. Makes me appreciate those films a lot. You know, I think Marvel is also another massive example of older than you as well. And I think as well, the DCEU as well, I think had a strong start because I love Man of Steel. And also, guys, you're probably going to ask me, you know, what do I think about a live action film called Scooby-Doo Mystery Begins? Well, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah. I just don't really like the idea of doing a prequel about, of course, how the gang, you know, first meet and all that, like, because, I mean, no pun intended, in my opinion, it takes away the mystery of a group, in my opinion, of who they are.
Not everything needs an explanation.
Not everything needs an origin story.
And also, why is Fred's hair dark and not blonde?
Exactly, that's just stupid. Like even Fred in the earlier films had blonde hair. Even was played by an actor lost respect, which was Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yep, nowadays I don't care about him.
Yeah, if you guys asking why I don't like him, it's because he attacked Star Wars fans on an interview.
Didn't he just have a mental breakdown about it on that interview?
Kind of, yeah, because and also he also said a stupid misconception because he said that Star Wars' original trilogy was made for kids, but I'm like, no, it was made for everyone, including kids.
Honestly, it just kind of pisses me off a lot when people go like made for kids.
And he also said, and he also claims he apparently knows what George Lucas, you know, knows about Star Wars, but like he doesn't even make a reference to what George says at all in the interview. So like he knows nothing about George. You know about the whole dark side of the Force and all that. Like, why didn't he just say what George said on when talking about it?
Yeah, what didn't he? Oh yeah, right. Because you don't know. Don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Knows nothing.
So I guess that kind of spoils your enjoyment on Star Wars with Rebels then.
He does a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does ruin it a bit for me too.
Yeah. Though I should also mention there, when it comes down to the Scooby-Doo stuff, which was bad, there was also that Velma and Daphne film from 2018.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I refused to watch it.
I wasn't interested, yes. And when it comes to Freddie Prinze Jr., though, guys, Kanan's my favorite role of his, if I was to have respect for him, because at least unlike Fred, we can't see his face, can we? It's just his voice, isn't it? Thankfully.
Plus, one of my friends saw that Velma and Daphne movie, and she hated it.
She as well, so that even proves that even females hate it as well when the film is female centered as well.
And plus, also, it really I mean, if people were to praise Mystery Begins, it completely retcons on that. By implying Daphne and Velma started Mystery Inc.
They didn't, though, did they?
They didn't.
Oh my god. Did we not see the original show, Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? In the 60s? like the timeless classic right there, which kicked it all off in the 60s. 1969, I think it was, yeah, because yeah. I mean, have any guys?
I'm going to take a guess and say no.
I mean, have you guys seen Scooby-Doo? Are you the original show?
Yeah, I remember when I was younger.
Watching it on Boomerang as a kid.
Yeah, I watched when I was a kid.
Boomerang. I only watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
It was pretty
timeless in my opinion. But when it comes to Scooby-Doo, though, guys, my first Scooby-Doo media is What's New Scooby-Doo.
Oh yes, that's my childhood.
Same for me. Yeah, I used to watch when I was a kid when I came home from school.
I was sometimes watch the show before school.
Oh, you're well lucky. I had to leave house early so I couldn't watch any TV. You're well lucky.
Yeah, and I also admit, Mystery Incorporated was also decent. I do like the dark route they went with that.
Yeah, it was all right. Mystery Incorporated. It was all right.
Yep,
and I think and
the 30.
30 what was he?
The 30 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, but my only bad quality of that show is Scrappy.
Oh, I hate Scrappy. He's probably my most hated Scooby-Doo character, who's not like from Hanna-Barbera characters, you know, which aren't part of Scooby-Doo's universe. I'm talking about, you know, characters who are actually in Scooby's franchise here, because I hate Scrappy.
Yeah, because he's so annoying in that show.
Yeah,
never knows when to shut up.
I mean, Ozzy, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Tim Curry declined to play Ron Atkinson's role in the first live-action film because he hates Scrappy.
Oh yeah, I found that out a few nights ago.
Yeah, I can see why Tim backed out because Scrappy's really annoying.
And plus, also 90% of the time when the gang gets in trouble, it's because of him.
Exactly.
Heck, one thing which I do appreciate about Mystery Incorporated is how there is a scene which has Scrappy's altar where Daphne says, "Hey, isn't that?" And then Fred cuts in and says, "We promised that we wouldn't ever speak about him."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but less about Scrappy, the better.
Yep. Oh, and I was also going to mention in the sequel to the Mystery Begins, they made a second film, which Richard Moore was in the sequel of that film.
Oh, that movie is way worse. I think that's the worst live-action Scooby-Doo movie I've seen.
I don't think I've seen that, thankfully.
Well, let me tell you something.
Go on, Ozzy. What happens in it?
Let's just say a certain character is missing throughout that whole entire movie.
Who is it?
The title character.
Scooby?
He's barely even in it.
How
can you do a Scooby-Doo movie without Scooby? It's literally just the Transformers of Scooby-Doo.
What a joke.
Or Thomas the Magic Railroad of Scooby-Doo. Or the other way around.
Susie?
Yeah, because it's called Scooby-Doo. Where is he?
Yeah, he's the character, so why is he not, you know, the main character? That's just ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's why I think that's the worst live-action Scooby-Doo movie that I've seen.
Yeah, what's it called again, Ozzy? Just don't know what to avoid.
I think it's called it has something to do with a lake in the title. Let me check.
Isn't it like a Loch Ness Monster or something like that?
Scooby-Doo Curse of the Lake Monster.
Yeah, Curse of the Lake Monster.
As you guys can see, Susie's just joined me now. Sat with me.
Aww.
You alright, madam? How you doing?
Yeah.
You alright?
Hey, Susie. Hey, Susie.
And I, of course, know that you guys don't do favourites of my cats, do you?
No, they're equally adorable.
Yeah, they are. I love both of them. You alright? What's up? What's the matter, precious?
Are they fireworks still going out?
Not now, thankfully, which is good.
Okay. Phew. It's going to be annoying tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's obviously 5th of November tomorrow, isn't it, sadly? So that means that they're probably going to be going off a lot tomorrow night, which I'm not looking forward to, especially because I need to sleep early for work. Yeah, because usually, guys, you know, when it comes to what I do on the night before I go to work, you know, I usually play on my PS4 for a bit, you know, and then I watch a bit of television, and then I just, you know, I go to bed around midnight, really. Used to target around 12:30 my sleeping time, but these days I get more and more tired from work, so I decide to just go to bed when I feel tired. I mean, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should not set a certain time for going to bed. Maybe I should just go when I feel like it.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Yeah. Thinking might work better for me, really.
I mean, to be honest, I actually struggle to be getting to sleep during the night.
Well, so is that because is it because your body clock, lucky nerd? Your body clock.
Same. Yeah, kinda.
That's unfortunate.
Or when.
Because whenever I stay up late a lot, guys, it's hard for me to go to sleep on nights. So I got to be up early. After I spent so many nights staying up late, it's hard to go to bed early on a night. After being up late for ages. Right, Susie. Oh, I think she wants to be left alone, doesn't she? From the look of things. Wait, I love how she's come to say hello like that, guys, because she was down there earlier, having a sleep. So yeah, she knows how to come and say hello to us.
Well, it's nice that she did.
Yeah, very nice of her. Because this time last week, she was sleeping throughout the entire stream, sleeping through the whole thing, which was really cute. But now it looks like Lily's doing that. And so yeah. So when it comes to what we're doing next, of course, when it comes to organising my room, I'll probably try and, open up more boxes which are around there, because I've got more and more there which are piling up. It's like a tip. Hate it when this happens. I mean, can you guys relate when it comes to moving and all that?
Yep.
Ouch. Sorry to hear that. I wish it could be easy, but it just isn't really, to be honest. It's pretty stressful if you ask me. Right, Sue.
Their faces when I tell them that I slept horribly that night because they took 90% of the bed.
Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
No, sorry. I'll just reading a story from one of my bulldog mutuals who owns three bulldogs.
Yeah, tell me about it, Blaze. Packing the stuff was absolute torture, in my opinion. I hated it. Like, having to put it all in cardboard boxes, it was a nightmare.
God.
Wait, what's this? Geezy Game was just tweeting the a Barbenheimer film's in the works. What?
What? Why?
Have you actually doing a film based on a trend? Seriously?
Why? Is this going to be a parody film, I guess? I don't know.
You can tell mainstream media's dead these days, can't you? What a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Oppenheimer was a masterpiece, and I have no plans on seeing Barbie, so...
I'm not interested in Barbie at all.
Why the hell are we getting Barbenheimer?
Yeah.
Next, they're probably going to be making Saw Patrol, because I do remember that being a trend as well. Awesome.
Oh god. Wait, Saw Patrol, as in that kid show Paw Patrol.
Yes.
Why are they combining a horror film with a kid show?
I don't know. Somebody started that trend, or something, or I don't know. Someone was making it up. Saw Patrol will this be the horrible big deal, basically, between that kid show and I don't know.
It's probably gonna be no Blood and Honey at this rate.
Don't remind me of that.
It's probably just like that, isn't it? And we're probably making more of those things too, based on kids, shows and all that.
I mean, they made a horror Grinch movie last year.
Yeah, the meat one that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's just sort of a stupid move already. But like horror and kids films and kids books just don't mix, do they? So why would you do that?
Yeah, but I actually feel bad for the actor who played Art the clown because he was the Grinch in that film.
Oh no.
I can tell because of the facial similarities.
Why would you waste his time like that? Seriously. Did you, Rio? Congrats, I'm glad you were able to do that. Was it easy? Because yeah, I'd love to know what it's like to play some Spider-Man 2. You know, when it comes to wait, what's this for Tom Magnet? This is just
I just saw it.
Is it real?
DC is officially going to Netflix.
Is that real though? I hope. I mean, if it is, then you know, I hope, of course, they can bring back, you know, Henry, and I guess also Ben Affleck as well, and Ray as well, and Gal.
Sorry, what did I just miss? Sorry.
Well, apparently, Tom Magnus has posted a video looking nerd where he's reacting to something called about DCU going to Netflix officially. Apparently. I mean, I hope it's true because I want to see how that franchise will continue, you know, with Zack Snyder's vision. But, you know, I just hope it'll all go well, you know. No problems.
Yeah, just send the link to it in my chat, please. Check it out, looking.
Oh, what's this now? Geese Game has also tweeted there's also been a rumor that apparently Robert Downey Jr. has apparently agreed to return to MCU. Oh God!
Why?
Are they so desperate? I mean, because I saw some tweets, you know, this week, guys, but apparently they want to do a new Avengers film with the original cast, but like, they're just so desperate, aren't they? It's sad how desperate they are.
I mean, it's their own fault for attacking the fans.
Exactly.
Like, why should we give them any more money when all they do is call us racist, yada, 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 yada.
Exactly. Not getting any of my money.
And of course, also attacking people for that stupid She-Hulk show.
Yeah, like the show's garbage, and people have a right to say that. You know, don't attack them for it. Marvel, let them have their opinion on it.
Basically doing the same thing that Teen Titans Go did to the original fan base, basically attacking them because they just like that.
Yeah, and yeah, thankfully, of course, I refuse to watch Teen Titans Go and its movies that are part of that you know franchise. I'll stick to the original Teen Titans. So yeah, and especially because I heard that apparently Teen Titans Go to movies is garbage. So yeah, exactly.
It is. And sadly, it really pains me to say this, but sadly, it looks like Teen Titans Go is going to be a show that's never going to end.
Well, that absolutely sucks. I mean, I don't even know why it's still going to this day. I have no idea why, because it's a hated show.
The answer is because of money.
Probably,
that show gets way too. That show gets way too many views.
Like, is money all people care about these days when making things? What about the fans? And like how to actually make a good story, you know, and how to actually end it properly as well.
Or maybe they should have just continued the 2003 show.
Possibly, yeah. We could have done that. But no, we're still making this garbage, you know, shall we say, like, remake, so a remake which has gone horribly wrong.
Or actually, how about this? Why don't you just make both? Like, have both Titans Go in the 2003 show. That way, everyone could be happy.
Everyone can be, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because then you have your younger audience and mature audience. There's that.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, that probably wasn't the only bad DC cartoon. ever made, because there was also this one show called DC Superhero Girls from 2015, which had Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn going to a school with Batgirl and Supergirl.
I didn't see
don't get
that.
me started with that show.
I didn't see it either, thankfully.
I tried watching that show and I hated it.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
And it's created by someone that I do like, Lauren Faust.
Oh dear, what a shame. And it's really sad when, people, who you love for creating franchises also end up creating things which you don't like. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Again, when it comes down to modern day DC animation, you would have Teen Titans Go or that Superman cartoon, My Adventures with Superman or something. Even if it is action orientated, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I'm not a fan of how they race swapped Lois and Jimmy.
Yeah, that's not a good move.
That's not the only one. That's not the only one. The race swap. Yeah, they also did the same thing with Livewire.
Well, thankfully, guys, I am not interested in watching this My Adventures with Superman series at all. I am not interested whatsoever.
And also, all the villains are just the same. They're just their powers are just nanotech and not like actual magic or something like that.
Yeah, well, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to watch it. I have no interest. I'll stick to older Superman-related cartoons.
Yeah, same. Plus, like I said before, Jack Quaid is a great actor, but his voice doesn't really sound click as Superman to me. Sounds way too young.
Yeah.
And also, guys, one of the most hilarious things I've seen from a show is how Superman puts on his suit.
Why
is it
cringe?
It's just Sailor Moon.
Oh God, is it cringe, Shadow? Is it cringe?
It is pure cringe.
Oh
Superman and Sailor Moon are two different things.
Worst part is that I actually do remember somebody saying this is better than the corny Zack Snyder stuff that we've been getting for the past few years. And I'm like, oh, just shut up.
All I have to say to that is cough.
Like, Zack Snyder knows how to treat Superman, doesn't he, compared to this show, doesn't he?
Yep.
And, so yeah, I'm not interested in watching this show, guys. And while I do like Jack Quaid, I think he's unfortunately a miscast of Superman, in my opinion.
I just said exactly same thing, but
miscast. I mean, it's hard for me to actually pick a favorite role of Jack Quaid, to be honest. Because while I don't like The Boys, for example, I think he's good in it as Huey, in my opinion, but that show, in my opinion, was not good.
He was good in the Oppenheimer film.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he was, and also in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, because didn't he have a cameo on that as Gwen's Peter Parker in her universe?
Yeah, and he's also good in Hunger Games.
Yeah, in the first one, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in Catching Fire.
Yeah, briefly, for like a cameo, isn't he? And here's Susie.
And it looks like he's in Long Halloween.
Yeah, he is. The Long Halloween, yeah.
He plays Falcone.
Yes. And here we've got Bunny keeping us company now.
And I see he's in Smallfoot, Rampage, and Shadow of War.
Mm-hmm.
He's been some great things.
Yeah, he has. Smallfoot is an okay film, in my opinion.
Yeah. Just alright.
Yeah. Definitely for Roswell's End Day compared to Lola Bunny, in my opinion, most definitely.
Oh, she sucked as Lola.
Miscast, in my opinion. She just sounded like she wasn't even trying, really, because she was brought in so late,
I'm pretty sure the only reason they did that was for marketing reasons.
Yeah, probably so we could sell the film, I guess, but it fell miserably because, the film was absolute garbage, wasn't it?
And it's still super ironic how people really wanted a sequel to Space Jam.
Well, I don't know why, because I think it ended perfectly on its own as one.
It was perfect. It was perfect on its own, man.
And I'm talking about like actual fans of the original one. They wanted a sequel.
Well, they got their wish.
Yeah,
and it backfired horribly.
I mean, I guess that applies. Ladies, what are you doing? Don't fight.
Applies to anyone who literally asks for sequels to films that didn't need them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that applies to the saying, be careful what you wish for. Because what if you want a sequel, you get what you want, but then you realise, oh no, this sequel's really bad. Why did I wish for that? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because we wanted a Space Jam sequel, not a Warner Bros. Advert.
That's literally what it was. Yeah, it wasn't a film, was it? It was just a lifeless and just, stupid advertising for Warner Bros. Where it's also made fun of the characters too, I must say. Like Neo, for example, in King Kong.
Honestly, when they insulted King Kong, that kind of made me wish that Universal still had the rights to King Kong, because now Warner Bros. Has them.
Yeah. Like, how dare we do that to him? Seriously.
Like, seriously, you bought the rights for King Kong just so you can do this?
Stupid, isn't it? And I mean, Ozzy, did you see the film at a cinema or did you see it at home?
I streamed it.
Yeah, me too. And it was a complete waste of time, wasn't it, for me? Ugh.
Yeah, I was streaming it too.
Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, because I know that Don saw it at the cinema and he, of course, hates it and gives it 0 out of 10. And I can't say I blame him for that in the slightest. And and apparently, guys, the director of the first film hates the sequel too. And I can't say I blame the director whatsoever. Susie, what are you doing? Go on, drink water. Go on. She's being playful for some reason, running about. I don't know why.
And not to mention, to add insult to injury, they also have an actor that or should I say a basketball player that we all love.
Yes, LeBron James.
Stupid LeBron James.
Yep.
Yeah, a guy I lost respect for when I was watching the film because I found out, of course, what he's done in real life and where he's an absolute douchebag. And unfortunately, well, he does have a voice role in Smallfoot, sadly.
Yep, he does.
His character in that film was just so annoying, in my opinion. And so, yeah, Michael Jordan, the basketball player, was definitely way more likable than he was in Space Jam 1. Because he was likable, he had charm and charisma. What did LeBron James have? Nothing. Just being unlikable, really. I can see why his fictional son hated him.
Yep. Because he just come on, let the kid make his video game. Don't take it from him.
I'd rather make a video game and play with LeBron James any day.
The only thing I liked about a new turd was Rick and Morty's cameo.
Other than that, sucked.
Yeah, was voiced once again by Justin Roiland.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. One of the last times he played him as well, weren't it? Sadly.
Yeah, I'm just so glad that the show is failing.
Yeah, I hope it does. So this is what happens when you get rid of the star of the show and the man who co-created the franchise too. And for crying out loud, like he's been found not guilty in the courts, so why not let him come back? Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna write your own stories, Rio. Well, good luck to you. Hope you do well, man. Good luck to you. Take a lot of time to take all the time you need because writing stories can take a long time, much needed.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, it's best not to rush things.
Yeah, best to just take your time.
I think what's hard about writing stories is mostly coming up with ideas.
Absolutely, especially ones which are original, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, that is why so it's always a good idea to get inspired.
Yeah, take inspiration really. That's very important, really. When you're wanting to do something of your own, really take inspiration.
Yeah, especially if you're doing like your own fan stories of that's based on something.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at me when I do Transformers fan series that I do made by me. You know, I had to put a lot of thought involved in what to do, really. That's what I'll say. And it does also feel pretty unreal how, of course, you know, my Hound series is nearly over. Like, wow.
I can't believe it has taken this fast already.
Mm.
Gone this fast.
Yeah. But that's fine, my daughter. Thanks for being on. You take care.
But yeah, the Hound series has been an absolute blast so far.
Well, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. And so, and I can also promise that my series I want to do, of course, which is a prequel series, you know, on Cybertron, you know, will deliver as well. But what I'll say is that it will take lots of time to do, or you know, to write it. There'll need to be lots of thought put into it, of course, and how to make it good. And I will be featuring lots of my you know, cast that I've worked with before on it as well, with some new ones joining as well, of course.
Mhm.
Yep, and I say that especially when I'm looking at Shadow too, of course. Yeah, because I'm very excited to work with you, Shadow, on this project as well. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep. And when it comes to you guys who are also here as well, I'll also see if I can fit you guys in a role too as well, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
You've all been pretty cool working with all of you. And so yeah. And so yeah, I'm hoping it will deliver, but it will take lots of time because I need to write it, of course, and what to do. Really.
Yeah, take all the time you need.
I will, yeah. There's no rush, is there?
Nope.
None at all. And so, well, I will take a break though when I finish editing my Hound episodes. For once it's all done with Hound, it's all ready to upload and all that. I'll take a break from making Transformers episodes. Hey Connor, Halloween was good, thanks. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's on Halloween night, and I really loved it. Ozzy, you know when you saw FNAF, you saw it at cinema, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Did your audience cheer at several scenes by any chance?
They did.
And did they by any chance cheer at a quote by Matthew Lillard's character towards the end?
Yes.
And yeah, I could definitely see why, of course. Which we'll talk about, of course, when the stream's over. You know, because it's spoilers, isn't it?
Yep.
And Lucky Nerd, do you have any plans to see Five Nights at Freddy's, or have you already seen it?
I'll probably see it eventually, maybe on a kids streaming service or something.
Well, it is actually on one called
Friday.
Peacock. I don't know if you have Peacock or not, but it's on that Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peacock.
Yeah, it's on there as an exclusive. That's cool, Connor. You rewatch Halloween. Good choice, yeah. Timeless classic right there. In my opinion, the best slash film ever made.
Wow. Oh yes.
Yeah. And we can thank we can thank the legendary John Carpenter for giving us that. And so.
And what is most impressive about it is it's just most of it's just low budget.
Yeah, and in my opinion, it's timeless. It might be, you know, low budget, but it holds up phenomenally all these years later in the present day. You never know what year it came out, really, because how great it looks for its time.
Yep.
But then again, well, of course, guys, as I keep saying, all but gold.
Indeed, I do remember the first time when I watched the two films. I do remember the first night I actually looked out my window. and then just to check.
Oh man, that actually
He
makes
wasn't-
me a bit scared.
That literally tells you the movie has done its job.
Indeed, yeah, give you nightmares, doesn't it?
Yeah, what do you think happened to me when I first saw Chucky for the first time?
I mean, did you have nightmares about your toys coming to life, Ozzy?
Yeah, because I was a really little kid when I saw that movie.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if Toy Story is real, guys, where whenever we're not in the room, our toys come to life. Imagine that.
I always keep imagining that every time.
Yeah.
Well, but I know that one of this recent Simpsons episode did a segment about Bart's toys.
Wow.
In one of the Treehouse of Horrors episode.
I mean, what I'm wondering is, guys, like, how would all my figures manage? Because they'd all come to life, wouldn't they? But like, how could they manage in my room because of how much, lack of space we have? They're crowded. So yeah. Yep, nightmare inducing indeed. Yeah, absolutely. Just great villains right there. In the horror genre, just amazing. And I'm sure that I'm on that list of villains you've named, Connor. That Art of Clown will be joining them because I'm watching Terrifier this week. The two of them.
Make sure all these villains mentioned would keep your eyes peeled, like with Lucky with Michael, like making sure like no one's outside. Freddy, be careful when you're going to sleep. Jason, be careful on every Friday the 13th. Chucky, your toys. Leatherface, Chainsaw, and Ghostface, the phone calls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you never know who's on the other line.
Yeah, you really don't, do you?
Well,
I mean, for all we know, guys, it could be somebody who likes scary movies.
Then again, same with Candyman. Actually, on the night when I saw Candyman, the next day when I went into work, I actually, or before I went into work, I actually looked in the mirror in the bathroom and said Candyman, Candyman, Candyman 5 times, and checked behind me, and he wasn't there.
Well, I guess if he did that looking at, then you would be his victim, wouldn't you?
And of course, when I came out of work, I also saw a bee come to me. So I think I might have been.
Oh wow, that's pretty scary. And that being said, guys, that is 3 hours into stream. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and seeing this stream. Hope you enjoyed it. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like, and also as well, be sure to leave in the comments what you guys thought of the stream, and also please go subscribe to the special guest who came on as well. Go to London Sport on as well, and also be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and more videos to come in the future, and we will see you all later. Right, see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.